What's up, everybody? I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday and you are ready for some 3v3 COD Mobile event games. I don't know where I was going at with that. Regardless of the fact. So, bringing back the Vigilante pregame show as I said I would. So, we're going to start doing these around 7, 7:30. It depends on the guest because if I know I can have a guest that's going to have like an organizer or a manager and owner, then they'll have a lot they can be able to talk about. So, luckily today, I have a 7 o'clock Vigilante pregame show for you. So, we're going to be talking to Drewcifer, now of Tragik Gaming, Tragik Esports, excuse me. So, we'll be speaking to him today. He's one of the lead guys over there. We'll get his specific info, his position, all that good stuff, per the usual that we always do. We'll talk about his standpoint on World Championship stuff. We'll start talking to him a little bit about what he thinks about the way the game played, what he thinks about the new team that he's running now, and just get right deep into it since we got a whole hour to talk about it. And then, as usual, we will be followed up by the 8 p.m. Eastern Time EGC 3v3 COD Mobile event. So that's a good size bracket that's going to be in there tonight. Some people have been asking me about when I'm going to post the 2v2s. There was some little modifications that I wanted to make to the rules. And plus, the fight night, I added domination, which, secret hint to everybody, I'm going to be running Summit for domination. So, you got that to look forward to. And I will be posting those, if not tonight, depending on what time the stream ends, it may be tomorrow morning. So, just giving you guys that heads up. I'll try and do it tonight so that way you guys have a proper amount of time to sign up for it. Not that we don't fill up the 2v2s in a matter of like a day. But regardless of the fact, so let's go ahead and get Drewcifer on the line. Do me a favor if you don't mind. Still trying to get everybody from Twitch over here to Trovo. Just give me a little share, Discords if you got them. You know, socials, I would love it. And if you do that for me, I'll make sure I give you shout outs and give you some love on Twitter the best I can. So let's get Drewcifer on the line real quick. Drew, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
All right, cool, man. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. No problem. Thank you for being able to make it here with me on the Vigilante Pre-Game Show.
Absolutely glad to have. So, you always have some fantastic questions for me. I'm going to let you get right into it.
Okay. So, for anybody that's just rolling in, I see a couple of them just rolled in. This is once again Drewcifer. I want to get your specific position now in Tragik Esports.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what we've done is just to give everyone a quick history. When I came onto the esports scene, I started with a push clan that was like maybe level 4 in a single game COD-M, the mobile version, and that was where I was at. I was new to it. I didn't really know the layout. I then took, over the last few months, that to a viable team not just in the NA region, but the European Union region and the Asian regions as well. And we've really made quite a few connections and had deep roots. Initially, I served as the game coordinator for Affiliate Esports. We decided to break from them. When I ran into them and their leadership, they did not currently have a COD-M program. I brought in every single contact that they used to build the current one they have, and I brought in a large majority of the members and infrastructure. Towards the end, there was nothing but pushback for the smallest requests, and it just became very clear that, unfortunately, there really was no interest in taking a serious stance on building an infrastructure to take care of players, to do things like bring in sponsorships and investments. I will not have a comment on how they decide to move on in the future or how any of that goes. I'm just simply saying from my standpoint and my opinion ending at the exact moment that I left to make Tragik, so no commentation whatsoever on wherever their future might take them. Just my personal opinion and mine only. From my experience and what I've seen, I had a lot of disagreements on how things were being done to take care of players. There was an atmosphere where all the right things were said, but the whole point of an esports organization is to provide resources for the people that come in. And in the entire time that I was there and built, the only resources given back to me were majorly pushback on what I was doing, and maybe 2 GFX designs. So I came to the decision that I did not feel that it was a good fit for me or the players or literally pretty much everything I brought in. And I took that, only what I had built, nothing else, and I started Tragik. Our server had 500 members join in a single day, and I did not make any attempts to reach out and recruit from aspects of affiliate esports that I had not personally brought in and built myself with no help whatsoever from them. So that's how the roots for Tragik began. And our primary objective is to get our players contracted, get sponsorships and investors, and become not only a serious name in Call of Duty Mobile, but we have several other venues we're looking to for other games, and we like to slowly expand and start. I think that the message that was preached in affiliate esports was a good one. However, the follow-through was not. And I preached that message for a long time, and I believe in that message. And I want to be able to bring the follow-through to the people that are with me that I feel they deserve.
Well, that's definitely a confident way to go into such a new horizon for yourself and your new team. So specifically, what I don't think I heard you correctly. Specifically, what is your title now for Tragik?
So, how we've done Tragik, we have officially started the process for an LLC. For those that don't know, that's a limited liability corporation. I am the CEO of that. I decided to found our new company with Radio and Jabby, and they hold different roles as well. Jabby is CTO, and Radio is the COO. So we've split up responsibilities. I would say that it's more of a three-way partnership than solo proprietorship. And I did that because, again, we're just concerned about getting the players, the people that believe in us, the people that I preached a message to. I'm the type of person that when I give my word, I intend to keep it. And I didn't feel I could keep it in our current position. So this position isn't so much for me about taking sole ownership or something or being in charge. It's more that if I have to give up pieces to make sure that everybody's taken care of, I'm happy to do so. So how I see it is that I'm 33% of ownership, and I see Radio and Jabby as equals. Jabby's done an incredible amount of work for us. He's brought us, a great deal of legal help because of some of the connections he has so that we could make the LC possible so quickly. He's brought in high-ranked Asian teams that are really spreading our name and doing a wonderful job for us. Radio is Ever the Rock, who is just able to kind of fit in as a jack of all trades into almost any position and help immediately. And, we're very grateful to have her. And she's done a ton for us. And then I just continue on doing what I'd primarily focused on before, which was our NA side of CODM, and then reaching out myself to several contacts I made along the way for several other games so that we can get started in those areas.
Definitely a huge pickup. She's always seemed to stick around, but Radio is a huge asset pretty much anywhere she goes. She always seems to wear multiple hats no matter where she goes. So really great resource for you guys to have, especially for such a new organization.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I mean, she's kind of like how do you say it? It might be a business, but in the end of the day, she's kind of just Mama Bear, And if there's anything to be resolved, it doesn't really matter who you are. Radio is gonna go toe to toe with you, but she's gonna do it in a way that makes it better for everybody else in the end. So I think that's just a really amazing quality for anybody to have.
I agree. Well, tell us a little bit about your expectations for the team. I mean, do you guys have any involvement in the World Championship right now?
So on the NA side, we've actually been doing some really interesting things, and I would say the Asian side we are as well. But I'll just speak more towards where I've landed. We have some really, really capable 18-plus players that we're forming a world championship team out of. Our 15 to 17 Year of Age team is doing extremely well. The one that we've dubbed Vernal, and then our main team, the one that is for 18 plus, is currently working its way up in the amateur league rankings, and we look forward to showing well there. And from that point forward, we're just going to take that ball and run with it. We're going to keep refining that team as the world team. And we would like to see ourselves going towards, of course, the top 10 NA region, of things quickly as possible. So we're basically just kind of getting our name out there. We are competing at a level where we're able to go against, the other best amateur teams currently out there. And I think it's almost not a fair label to call some of the teams that we're facing amateur. It's more so that some of these teams just don't make their way towards an organization. It's a group of friends, for example. One of the amateur teams, Arsenal, AR, they're very well known, actually just beat Tribe in a scrim. So I mean, it's really
so
really
exciting to
incredible
see
watching
that
these
too.
teams.
I mean,
right.
Getting a chance to talk to those guys when they first started their team, I just knew they were going to do something. I mean, they were so good to just starting out, doing it kind of in our scene too, and I mean, they just added a few more. They originally said they just kind of wanted to stick with what they had, just for the main team until they felt more comfortable, and then it just added a few more onto it, and now I mean, there's no other way to put it than just a dominating factor right now.
No, absolutely. I actually don't know if there is a top 10 team that they haven't beaten. They've done an incredible job, and there's several other teams, in that mix as well. I mean, Gravity has been rebranded as Celeste, I believe. They've done very well, and there's, a good 10 teams in that bracket. I don't want anyone thinking I'm trying to leave them out by not naming them specifically. But I would say that every single one of the top 10 amateur teams right now is a force that is something that could go against the current top 10A structure and at the very least make a dent on the low end at the high end, beat them consistently. So it's very abnormal in a game to see in the amateur circuits an ability to take on the pro league circuits. That's very, very unusual to see in a game, period. Normally, org teams are just dominant to the point where any sort of, amateur setup or a group of friends that gets together, they really just don't have a chance. And that has not been the case in Call of Duty Mobile. So, it's really amazing to see what some of those teams are doing. And I truly feel that our team's getting to a point where we really have, I mean, even just since our departure from Affiliate Esports, I think we have maybe 3 or 4 dominant players, extremely dominant players that have come to us that are just absolutely, like, our roster is taking a massive buff, which is we were already in the top 10 for the amateur teams, and just the massive kind of like firepower boost has been kind of crazy. So we're really looking forward to coming together and like I said, showing what we can do in the amateur scrim league, which is very well run. Something that they do, which I think is really awesome, is the way they set it up. If you are a player that is on a Galaxy Network top 10 ranked team, you can't compete in the amateur league, which I think is so important because, something like that's very susceptible to somebody just popping over. All the players at that level know each other. And everybody in the amateur leagues at the level we're at, they all know all the players on the top 10 teams too. It's a very small community when you get down to it. You're talking about overall probably the best 200 players in the game. They all know each other. So it's very easy for someone to just drop off a top 10 team really quick, pop in and come play. And I really got handed to them that they made it a requirement that you can't just do that, so that we can really actually see who in the amateur standings is really shining, not have several teams with connections just kind of toss some pro players in there and unfairly stack everything. So I was really impressed by that as well. But we're really excited that we're able to get out there, take a team, be taken seriously, and show what we've got. And at the end of the day, I really like to just let the scoreboard speak, and whether it's for me or against me.
Yeah, and that's a confident thing that's going on, and that's one really good thing about the mobile esports. organization right now, or I should just say genre right now, just for the factor that teams can have the ability to do that. They have the ability to be created and have something really special and have a chance at being something really big or really well known rather quickly. Like Ranger actually brought up in the chat right now, just said a lot of new teams popping up that people should keep their eyes on, and that's guaranteed. That's the best example would be somebody like Arsenal or somebody like Celeste or Tragic. I could go on down the list, but we'll be here all day. But for the factor that EGC's Discord, for instance, has blown up in the past month and a half, and since then, we moved from 36 teams for the 2v2 to 64. Now we're talking about possibly in the next month we're going to be increasing it to 128, and and the 5v5s have jumped up to 64 teams, and for Fight Night, and so those teams that have been coming in for Fight Night have just been fantastic. That was the first place I ever saw. Actually, I think the first place I saw Arsenal was a 3v3, but then they played in the 5v5 the next week, and just fantastic job. There's great team regardless of the fact. There's just too many teams to name off that's going on right now, but Arsenal's the one that comes. Arsenal deserves their spotlight right now. Arsenal just defeated Tribe. That's a huge accomplishment, especially for a team that was created less than 6 months ago.
Yeah, in my opinion, they should be a top 10 ranked team. I actually think that they're completely misplaced in the amateur circuits. I really think they should be recognized as a top 10 team. What they can do is we've scrimmed against Arsenal plenty of times, and it's not fun.
Yeah,
we've held our own, so to speak, but I'm not going to tell you that we won. And they deserved that win. It wasn't a cheap win. It was a very well earned win. I'm not taking anything away from that. But to be able to sit there and look at an amateur team and say 100%, I believe this should be a top 5 NA team, and not have them recognized, I think that's almost wrong. I think it's a very strange setup right now, how some of the orgs have chosen to not really drop in, or it's a very strange state. Normally players like that just simply would not be available. They would have been picked up.
Well, right, and it also has a lot to do with what's going on right now in the World Championship going on with there's multiple aspects of what's going on right now, which is a factor of, no one under 18 years old. That was a huge deal. We went through a couple of weeks where we were hearing about these 17 and under players that were fantastic players, incredible investments to keep around, but getting dropped from organizations just because they couldn't play in the World Championship League. Which
was very surprising to me, because
right.
The majority of those things, esports in the past and in present, 17 is normally the cutoff age. It obviously isn't for Worlds, but I think it comes down to is these orgs, it can't hold it against them. They're a business, and if 5 18-year-olds can potentially go win $1 million, or 5 16-year-olds can't, that's really because how they look at it. They kind of crunch the numbers, and when I started this, I believe last interview I talked about how we really wanted to have a longevity approach, and I didn't see any point in letting amazing talent that might be someone when they turn 18 or 17, they'd be absolutely perfect to sign and just be good to go on, fall to the side. So we've continued, even though we've switched over to the point where I'm the one, handling the business end of things. We've maintained that 17 to 15 team. 15-17 team. And the reason we did that is because I don't feel like people should get left out. And there's really no reason that you can't have a team like that. There's so many people that are of that age that are willing to play, and they're willing to come, and they're willing to do events and everything. And it's not like, they don't understand. So if for us, other people are going to do what they're going to do, but for us, it doesn't seem like there's any downside. They're here, they're playing, they're happy.
Right.
They're going out there, they're getting their wins,
and
they're around
happy,
when we need them.
Yeah, if you're keeping them happy, then and they don't want to go anywhere, then there's no reason to get rid of them in the first place. They're not hurting anything. They're not taking anything.
It's not hard to run 2 teams.
Right, and regardless of the fact, they would be able to fill in for this events like EGC or events that
Anything besides Worlds,
yeah,
really.
yeah, anything. And the Worlds is a really odd, and we could talk about that now. I mean, I'm I have my own thoughts on what's going on with Worlds. I mean, Worlds running such a large esports event that's widespread throughout the app itself, and then doing basically having no bans, no restrictions, no regulations, period, outside of the 18 year old thing. But I meaning in game, there's no restrictions or anything, and I feel like that's just a huge marketing ploy right now, and not in a bad way. I
Right,
mean, it's
right.
hard for organizations right now, but I seriously think that this as from a marketing standpoint, I really see this as they're getting as many casuals they can get in, as many, and by using the word, world championship or $1 million, then they're going to be getting in the competitive players also. They're trying to get as many people as they can to cooperate, to participate, and then it's going to move into a point of putting it basically on paper and sitting in front of somebody and basically saying, hey, this is what we were able to do in one season. What do you think we can do with another season? The next thing you know, next season there's an actual league, there's actual regulations, and then organizations are going to flourish in this standpoint.
Right, and I've had a lot of time since the Worlds event dropped to obviously in the position I'm in, I'm very much in tune with the pro scene and what's going on, and I've had a lot of time to think about it as well. And just the basic conclusions I made were this: from a legal standpoint, 18's the age you'd have to pay out players, to handle a variety of legal hurdles, and not having any sort of regulations on the rules means you don't have to have someone actively regulating it. And then the other piece that I noticed was that it might be 18 plus to get all the way, but they're not stupid. They didn't ask for any form of verification of age, yet they're still allowing all the players to qualify up to a certain point before they have to meet that standard. So they know the entire game, age range, regardless of being 18 or not, is participating in these events. And if you stripped it all away and they just ran a promotion that had no age base to it, it would run the same way. Giving 1,000 points away or something here or there, or giving away items, it just increases user engagement activity. So, right, the first part of it, I really feel like, from a business standpoint, do I completely sympathize with a very small community of maybe 200 to 300 people that really got hurt? Yes. From a business standpoint, if I have a game where I'm purely looking at it from a business standpoint and I have tens of millions of active players, and you see a way to grow a game, unfortunately, from a business standpoint, it's going to make a lot more sense to do what they did than to take care of the competitive side. That being said, it would be nice to see them in the later stages take that into consideration. It would be nice if they found a way to give the community that is extremely competitive, those 200 to 300 players, that while that might be a small number, they have the following. I mean, if you look at content creators alone, just to use the most famous one, iFerg, he's at damn near 1 million subscribers. He might be one person, but when he says something, it does have an influence over the gaming community in this game specifically.
Of course.
So they are the influencers. So those are the people, that their one voice is going to echo.
And
That being
which will
said,
always be that way. Continue.
right. So that being said, yes, you should have this aspect where, of course, you have got to have the legal end covered, and obviously they're not going to want to go and hire hundreds of thousands of people to spectate every single individual game to make sure no one's breaking the rules. I mean, it's not realistic to be able to moderate something with that many players. It's not realistic for anybody to do. Even if you're willing to spend the money, it's just not realistic.
Right.
So, and I think it's good because it dredges up some new talent and it gets some focus, but it would be nice if on the side they set something up along the lines that was far more geared towards the professional scene. As it got to the final stages, as it got to a point where you're talking live stage, instead of it just being open rules, then going, okay, well, we're down to our last 500 people internationally. All right, now there's a specific guideline of rules you have to follow that far more fits a competitive scene's nature. There's nothing competitive about planting a hive.
It's time to flip the switch, basically.
Right, right. Once you're back down to that small number of serious individuals again, take off and once it's, of course, you're down to your last 500 people, 300, whatever you choose to do, then it's very, very easy to moderate at that point. It's very easy to put them all in a closed server for a live stage event that they're going to physically. That's a completely different scenario. It's now gone from a completely unmanageable situation to the very normal, very manageable situation that every other live stage event has gone through. It's not anything new or different. So I would like to see that aspect come in. I don't know what they'll do, and I don't know if they will do that, but I think that it would be, me personally, if we're down to the last few teams and they're going for world domination and they're using rank rules, it's going to be very disappointing, and I'm probably just not going to watch it or care. Because, you can't, it's not a true display of skill. It doesn't show tactics.
And I know
spamming
say,
a war machine doesn't do anything.
Right. And I know we say we hope that's going to happen, but I mean, we hope that they're going to do the comp scene, but I truly don't think they will. I mean, I certainly think that this is just their way of engaging the community to see whether or not that mobile can match console in terms of the Pro League. And that's another reason I think they're doing the championship now, is because now they've got the Pro League under control. They now have a format for it. They have something that everybody's happy with, so now they're ready to move into it. Now, I mean, I spoke to Scuff about it, and I spoke to some commentators about it at COD League, and they all agree that mobile is looking like mobile is going to be the next thing. And I mean,
it just comes down to the convenience of the device, right? I mean, everybody has one.
And look at the controllers. They've already added controller adaptation. I mean, you have everything you need to be able to run it in multiple different aspects. It's not only available to everyone, but it's also accessible for a lot of people using, devices of some kind. You don't have to play with thumbs. You can play with a controller if you like. And, obviously all of us don't allow emulators, but the point being that it's going to be widespread to a multitude of players now. And so because of that, I don't know how long it'll be before we see a large-scale Pro League type or Pro League-esque LAN event. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but there's still a lot of bugs to fix in this game. And I think we can all agree on that.
Right, and they got some stuff to patch up, but I think more to the point, if you just look at the game infrastructure as a whole, traditionally you had to purchase a console, then you had to be someone who made that action decision, so that cut your player base down from 500 million to 3 million. I believe even after the good 20 years that consoles have been around. And, obviously they've been around for much longer than that, but I'm talking, mainstream ones that currently still exist, like Xbox or PlayStation. They still were looking at around 3 to 4 million players on average for both of the systems. And that's because you have to, one, go out and buy it. And, that's a different piece for the phone. The other piece was that financially, you were looking at spending incredible amount of money because you're developing the game completely from scratch. You're really working on the graphics and honing it. You have entire game studios that are spending 5 years on a single game. That's all they're doing. That's their whole basis. And then you're purchasing that copy for $50 to $60. And then that's it. That's their profit margin. Well, a mobile game, I mean, it's not hard to spend a couple $1,000s on an account if you want to get the current stuff.
Yeah.
It
sure seems like it can go fast. I've seen some players complain about how much they spent on it. It's insane.
Right, and they're complaining that they spent the money, but I guarantee you they just spent more than $60.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. They can complain about it after the fact, but the profit and margin at the end. I mean, I personally am not going to tell you how many Xbox copies I bought, but let's just say that I could have bought every single game that I ever had on my Xbox since I was 10 twice, and I still would be, probably under exaggerating. It's just very easy, to go ahead, and some people won't spend it all. But when you do the math, I think we're looking at roughly 80 billion on mobile game revenue alone last year. And that is more than the entire esports community is worth in every other game, which is just insane. So it really comes down to revenue, and I hate to say it, but the money comes from developers when the game's doing badly. That's why right now in console there are tournaments and leagues where they're throwing up 20 million bucks. It's because they need to put that kind of money in it to keep things alive. That's why you have games, a game that's generating a ton of profit off of things like in-game purchases. They aren't going to invest in setup and tournaments because they don't have to. They only really make that move when, A, it's something like you see in Call of Duty Mobile now, where, like you said, it's just a huge marketing. It keeps engagement going. It's really getting everything set up. And if you look, a lot of that $1 million is in-game purchases. So it's not really, $1 million.
Well, I mean, it's probably not terribly far from it, just for the factor that this was a free game.
Right.
I mean, turning around a profit like they probably have already is crazy.
Well, exactly. Right. I mean, exactly. So when you're making really good money, you don't have to. When your money drops, that's when you start paying in. Like Fortnite's a great example. Fortnite had a huge following. It was doing amazing, and then it really nosedived hard.
Yeah.
Well, now it's still one of the most successful games out there right now.
And one of the reasons
because they pumped a ton of money into it.
And one of the reasons it hit so hard also, I mean, not to take away from the game itself, but, I mean, the endorsements it got from it. I mean, it had Drake. It had Ninja. I mean, Ninja wouldn't have... I'm not saying Ninja wasn't already pretty big, but he exploded after Drake played with him. And then became a household name. And now you find toys at Target. I was there with my son the other day. I couldn't believe I saw Ninja toys. But... anyways, that just tells you where we are in the esports world right now, or where we are in our the outside world right now. Is just with the esports it's absolutely awesome. I mean, it's something that we would have never thought we would have gotten to relatively quickly when you look at the fact that esports made a pretty hard push in the early 2000s, more like mid 2000s. And it took a hit pretty hard, and they took it off TBS, they took it off every other station that was using it, and now thanks to Overwatch and League, it's kind of come back a little bit, and it's pushing as hard as it can. But now COD, the difference is now COD League is exclusive to YouTube, which, by the way, if anybody does play, just to throw this out there, if anybody plays console and COD, COD League is playing right now. Minnesota series is going on this weekend. If you watch it through the Call of Duty app and sign into your PlayStation account, you will get free items just for watching. They count it by the minute. So after like every 10 to 30 minutes, you get a new item that is automatically added to your account. But I'll get back to mobile now. I just wanted to put that out there because I just found that out yesterday. And that's the things that we're going to see happen with mobile coming soon. I mean, let's go down the list, and this will be fun just because we need to figure out what's wrong with this game, and this is where it needs to start anyways. This is where developers need to go anyways. They need to be watching events. They need to be watching streams of players, seeing what's actually wrong with their game. So, I mean, one of the most annoying ones that I can think of off the top of my head is what I call the player ghost, where the body stands back up and throws your team off entirely. I don't know if you know what I mean, but when you die, and sometimes the body of your dead teammate will just stand right back up, and will stand there the entire game.
Wow.
And so there's that one, and there's what's the other one from the other day? Playing hardpoint. You can play hardpoint sometimes, and it'll stay contested. One of the points will stay contested for almost the entire. It glitches out, so whoever's in there doesn't get any points for it. Neither team can get it. It doesn't matter if nobody's standing in it. Nobody gets points for it. And that's another one that's broken on it. I'm sure I'm going to start hearing about it in the chat soon of everybody starting to list what they think's wrong with the game. But these are things that can be fixed if they just take their time with it. But I think they're trying to push these things out so fast. These with lack of better word, or patches. I mean, patches, expansions, wherever you want to call it. They're pushing them out so fast, and I think they're just not taking the time to actually focus and really refine this game. Because if they did, I really think this game could be seeing a serious esports scene pretty quickly. I mean, not long after the World Championship, we're going to see some advertisements for what's coming next. Or at least some kind of release of, hey, be on the lookout. This is coming. This is going to be the next, this how much money they're putting into esports for COD Mobile, yada, 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 and go down the list. But, I mean, that's what we're going to be seeing pretty quickly here. But I do want to come back to Tragik because I know it's 7:43 here, and we've got about 17 minutes until the event starts. I want to get a little bit more love. Can you tell us the main roster for Tragik right now? Your top 5, the ones that you would put in if you were only allowed to play 5.
Well, that's the type of question that would make the team of 9 that I have currently.
Okay, good.
Dysfunction rather badly.
Call all 9. I'm playing a 9-player tournament. Give me all 9.
All right, that I can do.
Because you picked up an EU team that was really good. I'm trying to remember the exact name that they went by originally.
We're talking to... we have our current team right now is run by Plem. He's doing an amazing job. He was with us over in AE. He's getting set up. We're talking to a couple of EU teams right now that might have an interest in joining. So that's kind of another, unfortunately, out-of-pocket question because I don't want to announce any of that until I know where we stand with the teams we're talking to. But
and he just threw out that little treat to us. And
yes.
Just gotta rip the carpet out from under us. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's all right, Drewcifer.
We're hiding a little bit. But
continue.
Yeah, we have a fantastic roster. We've got skills though, and Imitate just came back to us. We've got support. He's a fantastic player. We've got Molly. He's pretty well known from his leaderboard days and back when he was with Rysex. We have Praxis, who just decided to come on for a world championship team. And Push Me's been here for forever, and he does a fantastic job. And then we would be nowhere without Shorty. She's a little Spitfire. She's kind of like the radio mini. She a little Spitfire that beats everyone.
Which, by the way, Shorty did say hey, so you might want to say something to him.
No, it doesn't surprise me. Hey, Shorty, how you doing? No, Shorty's she's fantastic. She popped out of the woodwork probably just about damn near when we started. And it's been incredible to watch her. Her skill level and team skill level, those caps have risen together, which is slightly crazy to me. She's just really improved so much as a player and come so far, and the team has. And it seemed to me like everything kind of really started going when she came. And her continued presence has just been completely synonymous with the growth of the team and the skill cap that's on the team. And she's the type of person that she sees what the team needs and she does it. She saw that for a while we've struggled to find a good sniper. Not that we couldn't find good snipers, but finding a consistent sniper, someone who showed up. I don't know what it is in the Call of Duty mobile world with T1 snipers, but if you find one, don't lose them. Because finding someone who can snipe and shows up to things is like damn near impossible. I found a couple crack snipers that blow your mind, but they're worthless because they'll not show up to anything. It's insane.
and you find that a lot too. That's one of the other sides of the coin for mobile esports right now is how many teams come and go. And that's one insane thing about what we were talking about earlier, Arsenal. Arsenal with basically 3, variants of snipers. I mean, they got Clake, they got Eximpi, and they've got Main Mike. Main Mike pulled out a sniper rifle this past week, and it was insanity. And I don't know how you came across 3 different snipers, but like Drewcifer said, hold on to them. Before you know it, Drewcifer might, try to holler at one. You never know. Because he needs a sniper, and you're running 3 amazing snipers. But, that was one more question. I wanted to make sure I got everything. Do you guys plan on pushing into any other esports or any other game, or are you guys just mainly focused on COD right now?
So, we are, of course, deeply rooted in Call of Duty Mobile. However, another one of those wonderful things that I can't really say out loud is who we're talking to, but we are actually in discussion with 3 or 4 different games right now. I very much believe in building one fortress before you start the next, so to speak. And you can be in a billion games with, half-worthy teams and just exist to be yourselves. And that's kind of cool and all, but I would rather do it the right way. So, we're when we make a move into other games, I'm not interested in coming in at a base level. I'm interested in having talks with people who are already at the place we want to be at and moving into work with them. And, providing what an esports organization is actually supposed to do, which is be the support system for an already viable team, not do nothing for the teams that they're bringing in, but be attractive to the bottom baseline players because they don't have anywhere else to go in the first place. I'll just let everybody read between the lines on what I'm alluding to there and call it a day. But, we want to be able to come in and give them what they're supposed to be able to get. So, we're working. I'm also in talks with a couple different potential sponsors and investors right now. And when we get set up with these games, we'd like to be in a place where we can just kind of give them the full package straight out. Here's sponsors that we have that are able to come in now. These are people that we can reach out to potentially invest because we are now in this game. This is our setup. This is our viability for a contract for you. This is what we can pay you monthly because this is what an investor and a sponsor has given us to put towards you monthly. And, just do it the right way and get it set up, and we want to be running as a functioning business, not a hangout club.
You got to build the roots. You got to put the roots down.
Right. You got to put the roots down. So we're really just kind of first really focusing on the Call of Duty mobile side and making sure we really have our roots down there. And then there's, like I said, a couple games that we're talking to where I already have connections that would be able to present me with a top 5 team off the jump. I wouldn't be interested in coming in and just being there. And if you look at how every other esports organization works, I didn't come up with something new or original. That's how they all work. Tribe doesn't come into a game and hope that some people come and hang out. They do their research. They find what a team that's for them probably going to be number 1 is. They get those players, they contract them, they bring them in, they throw their support structure behind them, and bada bing, bada boom, and call it a day. And that's really just how it needs to be. So
yeah,
that's kind of what we're more focused towards.
And to add on to that, don't forget this is the Vigilante pregame show. It's okay to drop some secretive bombs in here. All right, man, just give me a little clout. Then I'll be able to pull these secrets out of people because secrets don't make friends. Tragic. You guys being so secretive over there, but that gives everybody something to look forward to. So if you're not already in the Tragik Discord, you should be already. So that way when they want everyone else to know, you'll know first. You'll know what the expectations are, what their plans are, things like that. So real super fast, tell me how players can apply to play for Tragik, or can they?
Exactly. So, I guess what it really comes down to is I took some time to do my research on business models and the infrastructures that currently exist because there's an old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And you, of course, want to bring, what we want to bring, though, is something in the middle. We want to bring an organization that is going to take care of the players in the way it's promised. It's going to take care of people. And when I'm saying this is not a commentary towards anybody else whatsoever. I'm only speaking about our vision and what we ourselves plan to do. So I don't want anyone listening from any other organization thinking that this is slighting them in some way, because it's not. Just how we personally feel. We want to bring in players with setups where we're very upfront and frank, and we just say, look, this is the deal. This is our expectations. This is where we're at. This is what we can offer. This is what we can contract you for. And just lay everything out very plainly. No secrets, and that way, say you have a team that was doing well and they start losing, they understand. We're not here to beat around the bush. We're not here to lie and give them a rainbow flag. We're here to just say, listen, this is how it works. And I just think at the end of the day that just, I think that just is the best way to do things. I think people respect you more for it if you just tell them how it is and you don't fluff it. And I think that people try harder when there's an expectation to meet, because they understand that there's a performance standard.
Transparency. It's a biggie for me. Transparency is humongous for business, especially when you have people under you. Transparency could literally make or break you. But unfortunately, we have pretty much ran out of time, which me and you usually do when we talk. So we'll try and bring you on another day to try and finish this up. If nothing else, me and you chat a little bit more about the standings of esports right now, because I always enjoy that. But definitely, thank you so much, Drewcifer, once again for stopping by and talking to us a little bit about your new team, Tragik Esports. And look forward to seeing you in the 3v3 tonight. It looked like you had 2 teams signed up tonight.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And let me know when that 120 brackets hits. I'll see if I can't get a little closer to 10 teams in there for you.
All right, that's no problem.
On the 2v2s.
I will let you know. And I do, for everybody that's wanting to know, everybody that's in Tragik right now, I do plan on streaming one of the Tragik games tonight for the first round. Let me get you the actual name so I can make sure I say the right one. It is going to be Pick Us Up versus Tragik Sinful Empire. So
you found one of the clan teams.
Yeah. So I ended up
for a clan team, they're pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we have our structure. I'll go quickly because I know we got it right.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Just to quickly explain our unique structure, we have our org teams, which is the younger team Bernal and Main, the Tragik team, and then we have 2 clan teams that play for us. YG has rebranded to Skyflow. They actually have 3 teams that play under their name, and Sinful Empire has another team that plays under its name. It might have 2 actually, but I believe they only have 1 main team. So those 4 teams then go out and sign up. And while the clan teams at this point can't beat the org teams, they're pretty impressive. I would say that there's not too many clans out there that could just go against our, and just straight up clan wars, taking the people in one in-game clan versus another. I'd say we would probably be a very, very, a very unfairly dominant force in that regard.
Absolutely. And we expect to see that from Tragik. So Tragik already.
Well, the leader is Phoenix, and Phoenix, if you're listening, you guys better show out because you're in the stream now, and you're not on the main team. So I expect you to win a couple.
Definitely, and I'm sure they will. Tragik always puts out a good show.
So, sometimes they make us look bad. Sometimes in the 2v2, 2v3s, the friggin' main team will go up against someone crazy and get knocked out, and they'll end up being the ones 2 hours in still playing.
Exactly. Well, all right, man. Well, thanks again for stopping by. We'll chat again soon, and we'll be rooting for your team tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. Man. Appreciate you having me.
Anytime. See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
So, once again, that was Drewcifer, the CEO of Tragik Esports. He was able to come in and talk to us a little bit about the standpoint of esports right now, what we both think about the World Championship as of right now and where it stands and what it could mean for the future, along with as much as we could talk about with Tragik Esports itself, along with the teams, along with expectations for the future and all that good stuff. So, it looks like we got a bunch of Tragik in the chat, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope you guys are able to give me a little share for me, so that way we can let people know that we're showing off your team in the next 5 minutes, I guess. I've already got a room invite. I'm just waiting for it to fill up a little bit before I swap over to that screen. But basically, we've got Mr. Mike and we've got YOLO already in this room. I'm just waiting to see the other opponents basically before we do all that stuff. Looks like there we go. So we're getting in a couple of them. So before we do that, if you guys have any questions, please hit me up now, because if you don't, then I can't help you. But so the first game's, of course, everybody that's here, if you don't already know what's going on, we're about to do the EGC 3v3 Saturday weekly event. It is Search and Destroy, as always. And I think at one time he had a little bit different setup than I did for my Search and Destroys. But let me check something real quick. Alright, so game 1, okay, so it's the same as mine. So it's game 1 Search and Destroy firing range. It's going to be game 2 Search and Destroy standoff. This is best of 3, so if it needs the third game, it's going to be raid. I told some people in the beginning that I plan on having the 2v2 and the 5v5 set up tonight. If it's not, it'll be first thing in the morning. It depends on what time tonight goes to. I think we'll be okay, and it'll probably get put up tonight. But there were some things I needed to add to it, also including, but not limited to, Domination being added to the new Fight Night Invitational Series lineup. So I told everybody that I was wanting to add Domination. That was the expectation, and this week will be Week 1 qualifiers. So you can expect to see Domination now as Game 3. You're talking Game 1 firing range, raid, Domination, firing range, and then it'll be, or not firing range, I kept saying firing range, Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy, Hardpoint, Domination, and I have to decide if I want to do Hardpoint again, then Search and Destroy. I think I'm going to do it the opposite. I think I'm going to do Search and Destroy, then Hardpoint again. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I did choose to go with Summit for Domination, so you can expect to see that. Domination will be played on Summit. So let's get into it. So as I said before, we're going to be watching Pick Us Up versus Tragik Sinful Empire, which you are looking at the main lineup being for Pick Us Up. It is the B guy, aka No Love. You've seen many a times in the chat. Iconic is going to be playing Astro, and they have Blast set up as a sub. For the Tragik Sinful Empire, they have Mr. Mike, Koa, and YOLO with no sub listed. So don't forget, guys, if you don't post a sub and something happens and a person can't play, then you cannot use them. You can't use anybody else. It has to be somebody that you registered as a sub. I know it sucks, but we have to stand up for a baseline of how we want these events to go. And if you guys want it to be seen as prestigious, if you want us to be seen as a pro level, we have to make it a blanket statement to where no one else can break these rules without there being consequences. Because if we do it for this person, then we'll need to do it for this other person, or if it's not fair. So that's why we've done things. That's why we've changed so much in the past 6 months. For instance, we used to completely DQ an entire team for the whole round for one violation. We adapted to the amount of people. Me and the other two owners came together. We fixed it that night. And we decided that we were going to go ahead and implement it immediately, that from now on, if there's an infraction, it is going to be treated as a game loss, not a whole round loss. So a team will be behind, but a team will not be losing that match unless, of course, it's in the game too. Then there's nothing we can do. Eon, I'm going to say this. Eon, you have invited me every single week to watch your game. I don't even know if you play in my events, but please stop inviting me. But as always, we're on Trovo right now, trovo.live/vigilante_D. If you love me, I would love it if you'd share it. I would just want to let everybody know that we're on Trovo now. I had some more questions this week asking me where I was streaming now, because they thought I'd quit, and I was like, no, I just moved from Twitch. So we're moving over from Twitch officially and exclusively on Trovo for the extended future as of right now. So that's the expectation you can look forward to now. Also, teams that are playing it tonight is Trini versus KOS. Trini being Imitate Skills, though, and Caxa going up against KOS, Eon, Flag, and Headshot. That's another big name that's playing tonight. The Tragik EU team, Noob Squad's back. Bots are back. Let's see here. Team Baby's back. Pride Esports is in. So a lot of big names are playing in tonight's events, and we're going to try and get you as many as possible. So let's go ahead and move over to the game display. I need to make sure I post it. Alright, so they are getting the game started as we speak. Let's move over to the game and let's get the event started. We once again are watching Tragik versus Pick Us Up. Twitter. Taking a look here, both teams still doing just fine. Iconic actually with the bomb carry this time between Blast and the B. It looks like they chose to go with Blast instead of letting him play in the sub role. He's actually going to play in here, looking like they might try to push for B on this one. It is going to be probably the most anticipated spot just because they ended up not finding anybody. YOLO gets double teamed there. He's going to go down quickly by the Type 25 from B. And so now it's going to let the rest of the team know where they are. Here comes the bomb plant. He's actually laid down long ways, so I'd be surprised if he didn't get picked out by the feet. He did not. Good plays there. The B guy with a triple kill on that one. He took down the entire team. It showed up as a double, but he did take down YOLO at the beginning of the game, so he did end that very first game so strongly with not only a double, but a triple kill, taking down the entire Tragik team. So once again, this is Tragik Fallen Empire versus Team Pick Us Up. So already taking a push here. Iconic does have the bomb carry, sticking relatively closely, dropping their trophy system there at the back alleyway. Kind of taking their time, pushing forward. Not a way I would actually start this 3v3, especially with the way Tragik plays. They actually are very movable team. They're a very adaptable team, so they're actually going to see this on the first gunfight here. YOLO did not get touched by that one, and down he goes. Iconic comes right after him, so now we're looking at Mr. Mike, a well-known player throughout the scene right now. We've seen Mr. Mike play multiple times for a long time. I want to say he used to actually play for AE also. He was obviously one of the team members that made their way over from AE over to play for TK. So now they're pushing forward. Iconic able to get that confirmed. Bomb plant going to get shot in the back, but not before Blast was able to make the 1-for-1 swap. Going to make this a 2-0 game. So now you are looking at Team Pick Us Up in the lead, 2-0 here on Search and Destroy on firing range. So once again, for everybody that's making their way in here right now, on the right side of the screen, in the red, you have Team Pick Us Up. On the left, in the blue, you have TK Fallen Empire. That we'll just continue to just call Tragik. I'm trying to get us in the first-person view. There we go. Getting these first early shots out. Trying to get it. Iconic. The B has made his way around. Good shots here by the B. Making multiple gains right now. Boom! Lasered him. Trying to get in there. And is going to get out, pick up this bomb, and push for A. It's a 2v1 right now. YOLO still standing, but not before he could get into the garage and goes down from a shot in the back. It's going to make it 3-0. A goose egg right now for Tragik. All right, here we go. Going to start off this next game. Once again, Iconic does pick up that bomb. Let's see if they can continue this. Let's see if they can go for the shutout on Tragik on map 1, which would be a huge upset for Tragik right now. Let's look over here at Mr. Mike, actually, with the Russ, looking for that long-range shot. Able to do it with both long-range and mid-range with that Russ there. That Russ is an absolute beast. Always has been. Probably always will be. I didn't see any nerfs for this season, so actually to see that is pretty relieving to the fact of how many times they've actually made some modifications to so many preferred guns right now. I don't think I saw very many for actual weaponry that were too devastating in terms of that. If I'm wrong, then please bring it up. I have not had the chance to actually look it all over. I've had a busy couple of days. I planned on looking it all over tonight, so that way I can have a better idea what's going on. So we're about to have the next gunfight here. YOLO pushing in. YOLO goes down quickly. Now Mike all by himself against 2 other Russes. He's not going to have the chance. Iconic drops him. I can't believe how slowly he actually moved into that door. He had no push. I think he might have accidentally pressed jump instead of slide on that one. So his slide was actually coming in pretty late timing there. What's up, Phoenix? What's up, Woo? Or Who? Sorry. Eon, what's up? What's up, Toad? I just saw Eon said something. Eon, I didn't mean it personally, buddy. I just meant that if I'm running an event, it's kind of just common courtesy to just let me pick the teams and not spam me. Alright, so taking that down goes to another. It's going to be 5-0 right now for Pick Us Up. Tragik taking a huge loss right now and then a complete upset for the first game here on Firing Range. Looking like they're going to have to go to standoff with a huge chip on their shoulder, hoping that they can actually make a comeback here. Or at least try and make a scene here on standoff. Ooh, bad grenade toss on that one. Wasn't able to get anything off of that one. No way he does. Koa sitting here with the Cordite, hoping he can hold the backside of Wood right now. And so with Tragik actually having the bomb carry ability right now, might have a better chance of actually getting a point on the board, but they have got to move. They've got to get out of there, and they've got to work as a unit. They cannot separate like you were watching right now. YOLO is going off on his own. He decided not to. That was probably the best decision. But right now, for the rest of his team, they have got to move. They have got to get out of there. They are just sitting ducks right now, and they are about to get picked apart as such. So now you've got, it looks like Koa has made his way around. He has completely separated himself from the rest of the team, trying to make something happen. He's not. He's going to meet a 2v1, and he's going to get taken down rather easily by Iconic. And so here comes the final push. They're pushing for B right now. Going to see whether or not they can actually make something out of it, seeing that they now know where each player is. They now should have a pretty good idea that all of them there. Good shot there by Mr. Mike. This could be a chance for them to finally get a point on the board for Tragik. Blast, the only one left with the Type 25. Let's take a look at how he's going to play this. Moving in from the mid. He's looking for the chance. He needs to stay away. He already knows how Mike is. Good smoke. Good smoke. He's looking for the drop shot here. Didn't get it on that one. Now he's going to look for Mike. Mike should have already let him know where he's at. YOLO's going to get a chance at the drop shot. Completely missed him. I am not really sure what just happened with YOLO, but Mr. Mike is going to have a chance at this next sniper. You better slide. You better not keep jumping. Jumping ain't going to get you anything but shot in the stomach. And he's trying to. Here comes the 2v1, and down he goes. And TK gets a point on the board. TK was not going to go out that way. What's up, Envy? Yeah, Toad, it seems that way. TD on top. What does TD stand for? Because they signed up as Pick Us Up. So I'm not 100% sure what team they actually play for. I usually prefer teams to actually sign up with their organization names. If you guys do sign up, please sign up with your organization names so I can represent your team properly when I do the commentary. I hate to call people wrong things and then find out they actually play for an organization the whole time, and I never gave them shout-outs on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. So that would be awesome if you guys could sign up as your organization. Ooh, trying to get that shot in there through the doorway of the trailer, and Blast just absolutely ruins his life, shooting him through the window of wood, putting him down quickly. There's another shot from Blast with that Cordite. Koa goes down with a Cordite versus Cordite, and down he goes, and there's a double kill for Mr. Mike, and that is game. So now it is 6-1, and it is going to end it there on firing range. They're going to move on to standoff to try and figure out whether or not Tragik can actually hold on to this and stay in the game. They have got to stay in this. They've got to win standoff if they want to go and have a chance at continuing in the brackets. If not, they're going to go home rather quickly, very early, and against a obviously very good team. So let's take a look at the after action report. So a very close range of kills here. You've got Iconic, who was the bomb carrier majority of the time, if not the entire time, with 5 kills, and that is why. So B Guy has 6 kills, Blast with 8, Iconic obviously getting the MVP based off of his bomb planting ability. Putting only 1 point on the board for Tragik. Mr. Mike ending that game with 5 as the sniper. So fantastic job on Mr. Mike trying to hold it together for his team. YOLO with only 1, and Koa with 4. So we saw Koa actually a few times separate himself from the rest of the team, which is normally not something that we would condone, just for the fact of, especially in a 2v2, you are almost guaranteed to run into a 2v1 situation in which I'm going to go ahead and say 98% of the time you're not going to win. So maybe you can get the 1-for-1 swap if you're lucky. But why put yourself in that situation? And why in the world was TK actually holding out on wood so many times and not trying to push for B or push for A or trying to push for a plant regardless? These are a lot of questions that we do not have answers for, but hopefully we can see them make a comeback here or a turnaround here on standoff. If not, then it is going to be pick us up moving on into the brackets, which would be just as good after such a good standing they've had so far. Yeah, Blast absolutely going wild right now. What's up, C. Trey? Oh, okay, I got you. So he is teamless. Okay. What's up, Happens? Always working. All right, so now having a chance here. They're going to need to go for this. They got to try and get back over to him to get that defuse. Koa, the only one left. He does have that long-range AR. He does have the opportunity to actually get the kill. So Blast is already down first. So now it's going to be important for him to take down B. B is a nasty, nasty player with that Type 25. And there it is, using the head glitch. Does put him down quite easily. Drops him in the middle of the street right there by the tank. And knowing Iconic was there, he might have been able to actually get that shot. If he would have just went ahead and taken Iconic out first, maybe he could have jumped on the tank, got the shot over the head glitch, had a whole lot easier and a whole lot more target to actually hit. But unfortunately, he got gunned down right there at the end. So good shots there by Iconic and the B Guy, finishing that first game out and putting one on the board for pick us up. All right, so looking for these granny house. Iconic's moving up to the first floor. Granny house. Let's take a look at Blast. Actually, Blast stuck in the spectator glitch right now. Okay, there we go. He jumped up and it fixed itself. Another one of those problems that we talked about. So actually, he's going to have the chance to... he's going to have... Sorry, I just saw something. I didn't know what it was. So he's actually going to have the chance to jump outside of the blue house and try and 2v1 here on YOLO. YOLO looking for a chance. He does win the 1v1, but not before Blast comes sliding around for that hashtag Cordite slide and finishes him off. And is going to put 2 points on the board for pick us up. TK once again scoreless coming into the mid part of standoff. Toad, obviously a huge part of this team right now, doing a fantastic job of repping his team in the chat on Trovo. YOLO actually using that backside tractor, trying to hold off the rest of that team, also running that long-range AR, trying to get a chance, but not before the B guy drops him with the Type 25. Once again, That Type 25 has got to go down, but not before. Blast goes down early. So down goes Blast. 1-for-1 swipe for Mr. Mike, but Iconic finishes it off, dropping him off the tank and making this a 3-0 game. So still a scoreless game for TK here on Standoff, much like it was on Firing Range last game. That's right. Hashtag Cordite Slide. Alright, so here we go. Taking a look and seeing if they can't get these. Try and push these guys out of here quick. Trying to end this as quick as they can. Right now doing an endless display of gunfights right now. Iconic pushing in. Gonna go YOLO. No problem. Mr. Mike able to finally put down Blast. So Blast, once again, that's a huge, huge kill there for TK. Taking Blast out of the equation. So now Mr. Mike in a bad position because he's trying to fire at Iconic, who now has head glitch on the bomb casing. Ooh, good grenade toss on that one. Didn't hold it very long, but it might be enough to run him away from the bomb case. Let him get set up and see if he can't pull it off with this Cordite. He needs to get it before they go and do a 2v1, which they did, and Iconic puts him down again. Once again, Iconic drops Mr. Mike right there at the end of the game. It's going to be 4-0 now. Still no points for Tragik. Alright, let's take a look at YOLO, see what he can do here. YOLO trying to push around the far side. Iconic already drops Mike down again. Man, Iconic and Mike are definitely arch rivals right now, easily. Trying to get the long range shot. Blast, the only one left. Blast in a bad situation right now. Koa comes up behind him. Good teamwork. And Tragik is officially on the board the exact same time they were last time. So it's now a 4-1 game, much like it was last game. Let's see if Tragik can turn this around. They have got to solidify their spot in the third game by winning Standoff. If they don't win Standoff, then Tragik Fallen Empire, not the other Tragik game, but Tragik Fallen Empire will be dropping out of the event in match 1. So let's take a look at Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike hoping he can get something out of gas station. He's waiting for Blast. There it is. It's Cordite versus Cordite. Mr. Mike does realize, I think he just realized who it was, and he decided to kind of disengage there. He didn't get the early shots that he was hoping for. He's going to try and protect his teammate from the B guy there. And good shot by YOLO. He wasn't expecting YOLO to be there on the side after he was expecting Mr. Mike to actually be inside gas station and waiting for him. So good plays there. The B guy has a chance still if he was able to come down here. He didn't look over there by the bomb casing. He did this time and drops him. That's one. Now he's looking for one more. It's a 1v1, the B guy versus Mr. Mike. If he could keep the distance from Mike, then he can outgun him with that Type 25. But he's got to keep him away from him. He's got to keep him at arm's reach. He's going to go for that bomb plant. He sees him. There's got a couple of shots in. He's in a good position right now. He can force. It's a hard position right now just because you don't want to push in too close and get hit by that Cordite. The Cordite's going to absolutely annihilate. And what are you doing parking yourself like that? He gets dropped, and that's 5-1 now. Mr. Mike was not able to get the plant in time, nor was he able to protect himself the best way possible. I'm sure by what I could tell, he did the best he could. If he watched himself on the other side, he was going to get picked out of from Granny's or from Garden, so he really didn't have a choice in that one. So good stuff on Mr. Mike, able to hold out as long as he did, but inevitably another point on the board for Pick Us Up. Here we go with the first gunfight, and down goes Mr. Mike as the first blood. So now YOLO may have an opportunity to push out and get a 1. Make that 2. Make that, oh, almost 3. Almost able to get that third kill, and it's going to be 1v1 YOLO versus Iconic, and it's going to be the long range AR versus the Russ. Good shots there by YOLO. He's actually pushing around, trying to take it and see Iconic actually moderately nervous right now. Not sure how he wants to do this. YOLO shouldn't be worried about going for kills right now. He's got 44 seconds on the board. He needs to be more worried about taking that bomb, getting it planted, and forcing Iconic to come to him. This is what we want to see. Good plant there. So now he's going to force Iconic into the play and force the final fight to be on his terms. So now YOLO has range on Iconic right now. He has the opportunity to get him, but does he have the position? And then, which I would say he doesn't have the position, the optimal position that he wants. but he does have the opportunity to kill him. He's got to finish him off. Good smoke grenade for Iconic. He might be able to get this on this one. He sees him. He's looking for it. So now YOLO on the run to try and get away. He's not going to make it. Iconic gets that kill. 10 seconds left on the board. Plenty of time. And that is going to be it for TK Fallen Empire. They are going home early. And that is a 2-0 victory for Team Pick Us Up. They are moving on in the brackets. Fantastic job. And I will be pushing them forward in the brackets. Let's take a look here. I do want to address something real quick because it just made me think of something. So basically, there was some complaints about pinging. I wanted you guys to know that as an event server, we do not really have a choice. We have to ping you to let you know that the tournaments are open for registration. If you don't, then we don't have a way of telling you. And the perfect example of that is today's 3v3. Actually, we chose not to ping everybody just to see what would happen. And actually, we had, I think, 3 teams sign up within 2 to 3 days. So we have to ping everybody. As an event coordinator, there's no other reason for us not to ping everybody, because then it falls off on it's our fault for not giving you the opportunity and the knowledge that these registrations are open, because I'm sure you're all in hundreds of Discords. You don't know to look in here all the time, even though you know that most of the time we have events open. So from now on, the expectation is we're going to be pinging, so that way to let you all know that we are open for registration. So just putting that out there. So let's take a look here. BGS actually getting ready to play against Sleepy. You've got Vibe with Zillas getting ready to take on the winner, which is Pick Us Up. So let's try and push over Pick Us Up. Fantastic display, regardless of the fact. Fantastic display by Pick Us Up. So Pick Us Up into that game off with 6 points on the board against 1 for Tragik. B-Guy finishing that game off with 10 kills as the MVP with that Type 25. He was running the entire game. Blast backed him up with that Cordite with the kills of 5. Iconic with the Russ at 4. So then with 1 point on the board for Tragik, YOLO finishes it off this time as their MVP with 5 kills. The last MVP, which was Mike, with 3. And Koa with 4. So a decent amount of kills in terms of staying current and nobody getting picked up or nobody getting carried on the bottom side. Unfortunately, they were not able to win the gunfights against the ones they needed to. Blast was going left and right getting gunfights. B-Guy was using that Type 25 to keep distance between the Rust player and the Cordite player. Doing a good job of that, because that's what you want to do. I think we're going to see a lot more Type 25s being used now just because of the Cordite. So that's just a heads up of what you can expect, because the Type 25 has always been that gun. It has always been that gun that took down MSMCs. MSMCs back in the day when everybody wanted it nerfed so bad, the one gun that could drop it like a bad habit was the Type 25 and the Russ. But the Type 25 has stayed pretty well current this entire time. I believe it got a nerf a little bit about 6 months ago, but it's still a dominating factor in a gun that you want to try and reach out and touch somebody. You want to try and keep them away from you and get them out of range of the mid-range fire. So good plays there by Team Pick Us Up, and congratulations on moving on into the brackets, and good luck going up against your next opponent, which will be Vibes and Zilla. So it looks like Team Cup and Ultra are in the middle of a game right now. They will be moving on to play Committed in round 2. Let's see here. Trini KOS. It looks like KOS actually was defeated, and Trini is going to move on to play against whoever wins between Bots and Noob Squad, which is still continuing to go on. The other Tragik team that was signed up tonight was Tragik EU, who was Chin, Ram, who we know pretty well, and Pure Skill. All three of which are in the middle of a game right now with Humi, I believe is the way they want you to be said. Humi being Reason, Roni, and Roni. So, or Ron and Ronnie. I guess it's Ron and Ronnie. I'm not real sure. That's an interesting namesake right there. So Ninja Elites and yeah, your name should not be said on stream. I'm trying to see if I know who that is. I do know who they are. Wow. Alright, so anyways, Phantom Bobs and Phylum. Actually, Phantom Bobs defeated them, moved on to play against Arsenal Gaming. Let me check and see that Arsenal Gaming team. Let me see if we can get the Arsenal Gaming. What's up, Loki? What's up, Taff? Woo. Plim. What's up? Alright, so let me check and see what's going on. Thank you all for making it tonight for the EGC 3v3 event. I'm going to take a look here. What do we got here versus Arsenal? Alright, so it looks like we might actually be able to get Phantom Bobs versus Arsenal Gaming. Yes, we are. Fantastic. So we are already set to go for the round 2 event, which is going to be, once again, Phantom Bobs versus Arsenal Gaming. There's our invite. Let's move on over. What's up, Clake? Welcome to the chat. Clake of Arsenal Gaming. Let's see if he is playing tonight. He is. It's going to be Westside. It's going to be Clake. Let's take a look at the rest of the team. For Phantom Bobs, you've got Glass, Love, Jetty, and Exo as the sub. On Arsenal Gaming, you have Westside, Eximpi, Clake, and Main Mike as the sub. So you already know this team pretty well. They've been making huge waves throughout most of COD Mobile right now, and especially in the competitive scene, as we spoke about before. They just defeated Tribe this past week. So fantastic job for them. Congratulations to you guys for pulling off that very big feat. That's a huge, regardless of if you won easily or won, I don't know the exact score, but regardless of that, that is a huge accomplishment. You should be extremely proud of that, especially with how new you guys are. So I'll be able to say how proud I am of the fact that I knew you guys when you had just started. So to know that you guys are doing so well right now is actually really awesome. So I'm happy for you guys making it as far as you have. So we're actually looking at Westside, Clake, and Eximpi playing as the main roster for this round. And so you're going to have Clake most likely running that DLQ-33 and Eximpi probably running Cordite, I would assume, and with Westside running the long-range assault rifle, which is what we normally see for them. So what's up, C-Trey? You guys are real quiet in the chat tonight, so I'm going to try and push the stream a little bit. Already looking for these early shots. It looks like they've finally decided where Westside is, or excuse me, Arsenal, and now they're trying to push in from mid, probably trying to communicate with the rest of his team that they need to move. They need to figure out a way around. It looks like, who is that? Jetty running down back alleyway. You've got Glass running in, going to stop Eximpi from the bomb plant. Good shot there. Looking for another one. That's a double kill for Glass, taking down Clake with the Russ. Westside going on a rampage right now, trying to get another one. Not able to finish it out there. Good attempt, but game 1 is going to go to Phantom Bobs. I don't know why tonight it keeps going into third person. It's driving me crazy, though. So Clake running the DLQ-33, looking for the opportunity here, swapping out for the pistol for the secondary, hoping to get that first couple of shots. As once again, Glass drops Clake with that Russ. He's able to stop their sniper once again. Here comes Westside. He's not sure where he's going to come out from. He's hoping he's going to come out from the back, and it paid off quickly. Love actually jumped down like a superhero, finished him off quickly alongside Glass, actually getting that assist on that one. So good shots there. Let's take a look at how Arsenal Gaming is going to retort. It is a zero score count right now for Arsenal. They are losing 2-0. Almost going down that last shot. Westside down to 33%. Now trying to get some health back. Still all players from Arsenal Gaming still alive. Getting ready to go up against Glass and Jetty. Glass with the Russ. Jetty with the new sub. And so actually able to get that 1-for-1 swap was Westside. So keeping it still at a 2v1 right now. They need to stick together. Don't get separated, but don't need it. Clake finishes them off. Also, good shots there by Clake. Finally getting Arsenal on the board. So now only down by 1. Get us back in first person. All right, so once again, Westside coming out strong with the bomb carry. They've decided to once again go via the strategy that we've been seeing so much on staying on wood. And the only thing I can assume is they're just trying to locate the entire team, trying to locate the other team and see exactly where they are to figure out whether or not they can accomplish what they need to do and make push to actually go for it. So Exempy able to get that first shot on Glass, dropping him on back alleyway. So right now B completely open. It looks like he's communicated that to the rest of his team, and here they go. They're going to try and push in. It is going to be 2v3 right now. Love and Jetty going up against the rest of Arsenal Gaming. Jetty's going to make his way down back alleyway. Love looking to go down Cargo. Clake coming out with the slide. And that was not a Cordite though, but it was a slide with that Rust. Good slide shot by Clake. So now Exempy strafing that doorway there, hoping he can get shots on Jetty. Jetty uses the other team's smoke grenade to actually disengage from combat to try and actually come in from a different angle. Maybe he can pull off this shot here. Jetty looking like it's going to go straight for storage. And here we go with the shot. Clake's on the run. Clake's trying to get away. He needs his teammate, but he doesn't actually. Clake drops him off and finishes it, and it's going to tie this game up to 2. Trying to take looks here so I can get specifics on something that I've been wondering actually. So holding down the backside of A on the trailer is Jetty, hoping to hold them off to make sure they don't go for the plant on A. They have not done so yet, but that may be a telltale sign that they're going to try. Exempy locked down right now, but good chance to get that Jetty, and was able to put down Jetty during the reload. So good opportunity for Exempy. So here comes the next strafe, but not in time. Glass is able to take him down with the Rust. Doesn't know that his other teammate was right behind him. So now Westside is on the bottom, but not going to have a chance. Glass takes him down before he knew what was going on. Takes back the lead, and it is now 3-2. Trying to get the exact name here. I don't see. There it is. Okay. Alright, so pushing in here. This time, Love, the one with the bomb carry. Love pushing in on B. Actually going to stay a little bit back. Let their teammate actually try and clean out the house here. They do. Clake now the only one left. Clake with the sniper rifle might have a chance. We've seen Clake do this before. Clake has the ability, but is not going to expect JD to come out the door there. Finishes him off. It makes it a 4-2 game. 2 games behind for Arsenal Gaming. What are you using? This is not what I'm looking for. Alright, so pushing into garage here, you have Clake trying to see if he can't get some topside view. He decides this time to go with the Cordite instead of the DLQ-33. Westside with a new sub, and Eximpy also with the Cordite. Jetty making pretty small use of the rest of this team. Glass with another double kill, finishing it off there. So now looking for the last one. He sees Eximpy in the far distance. Let's see if Jetty's actually going to be able to pull this off. No communication between this team right now. You can tell right there because he walked right by Eximpy, but good shots. Jetty was able to pick it up for it. I can't believe Eximpy actually didn't take that opportunity to finish him off. It's going to make this a 5-2 game right now. Phantom Bob's in a commanding lead. All right, so now you've got double rust between Glass and Love, hoping to get some shots in here early on Clake and Eximpy. Eximpy also out looking for a shot on Love, not able to do it, but Clake with the double kill. Finishing off Love on that last one, so now it's going to be Clake versus Jetty 1v1. Please give me first person. It's not giving me first person, but Jetty with a great drop shot there, finishing that game off. Firing range is done, and we are going to stand off with Phantom Bob's in the lead by 1. It is 1-0. They have already won firing range. If they win the next one, it ends up being another team going home early. So let's take a look at the after action for that one. 6 points on the board for Phantom Bob's. Glass actually with the MVP of 8 kills. Right behind him was Jetty with 7, Love with 4. Love didn't see as many shots in on that one, but I just think it came down to the fact that Glass kept running into 1 to 2 at a time. Glass making really simple work on that map right there with the Russ in the very beginning. Started out the first game with a double kill, got multiple double kills after the end of that. So now Jetty also doing the same thing in the end there with that submachine gun. So now moving down into the Arsenal Gaming side, putting 2 points on the board. Clake was able to get the MVP for this one with 6 kills. And then Eximpy and Westside falling behind a little bit there with 3 kills and 2 for Eximpy. Not the normal amount we see for Eximpy. So very surprising to see those numbers, period. And so now we're going to have to see if they can make up for it here on standoff. Going into standoff right now. Oh, looks like... Can we... Okay, so... Yeah, they're going to actually invite us into the next one. They had some high pings on Arsenal Gaming side, so Arsenal Gaming is going to host now. That's the opportunity that we provide. You guys can take turns doing that kind of thing, so it's no big deal. Thank you for the invite, Clake. I will move myself up into that spot. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything in the Trovo chat while I'm trying to look for a resource here. Yeah, we're not seeing Mike right now, which this would have been an opportunity for them to actually put Mike in when you have a chance of actually getting knocked out of a tournament so quickly. If they thought that somebody could be replaced real fast, that, you know, not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but it was an opportunity to actually, you know, try and save somebody that was maybe just wasn't feeling it tonight, or maybe Mike would have been feeling it tonight. Maybe moving on to standoff, Mike would have had a better opportunity. Now, that being said, Clake, if Clake stays the sniper, which he normally does, we're going to see some more damage being taken by Clake, or from Clake, I should say. Here on standoff, he's going to have a lot more room to do the work that he does. So let's see what Clake can do here on standoff with Eximpy running and gunning alongside Westside with the same rush availability. So now you see Glass and Love sticking with the Rust tag team there. And Jetty also with a submachine gun trying to push in. So you're looking at Jetty and Eximpy actually being the ones that are going to push and try and clear out rooms, try and clear out space, so that way they can go for the plant as easily as possible. So let's take a look at here. Already in the middle of a gunfight, with the Russ, Love and Glass both with the Russ trying to push in. Not finding anything, going to push outside of... Trying to push outside of Delhi the best they can. Not able to so far. Glass looking at it. Glass goes down from Eximpy. So they waited a little too long there. But now Jetty was able to make up for it. Get the 1-for-1 swap. Now it's back to a 2v1. Love's going to go for the bomb plant. Eximpy picks up the DLQ-33 from Clake. So that's going to actually be really useful to the fact that Eximpy's actually the backup sniper. Nasty with a sniper rifle also. But is he going to be able to do it with the time limit that he has. He's got to make sure he doesn't get dropped either by Jetty, who has now made their way behind the bomb plant, which is going to give them the head glitch that they want. Here comes the push from the submachine gun, but Jetty said, no, I got one too. Puts them down, and that's going to put them first on the board. So now it is 1-0 Phantom Bobs in the lead. So now it's going to be different from what you saw last game. On the left side in the blue, you have Arsenal Gaming, Clake, Eximpi, Westside. And then on the right side of your screen in the red, you're going to have Phantom Bobs, Glass, Love, and Jetty. What's up, Anarchy? Welcome back. What's up, Randy? Mr. Mike? Stream nerves. It was GG's, Mr. Mike. Maybe next time, buddy. Already going down, dropping that bomb early. Good teamwork here by Arsenal Gaming, hoping to hold out the best they can. They've still got one left. It's Jetty. Jetty might be able to go for the hard push, but it's going to be extremely difficult seeing that Arsenal Gaming sticking as close as possible. So I don't think it's going to happen, and there's the shot from Clake with the Russ, getting that mid-range shot and finishing it off, tying this game back up 1-1 here on standoff. Trying to take a look at something real fast. So it's funny to see no one running the ASM-10 that you would think you were going to see as soon as you started seeing more of these submachine guns getting pulled out. But nobody so far, especially not Westside, who I would normally expect to run as their main. But once again, the ASM-10 just not being seen right now. Now, Jetty having the opportunity to take down Eximpi early, but Eximpi not going to let it happen. Eximpi might be able to go for the swap. He is. He's going to go for that submachine gun. He's looking for the shot. He goes one. Can he get it? He does. Eximpi does get that. And so now it's going to be Eximpi Westside versus Love and Glass. It has now been set back right. It is 2v2. Does see Jetty up there. Glass. Glass also trying to go for the DLQ-3 shots. So now Westside able to get back there with the Cordite, finish him off. So now it's going to be up to Eximpi to try and finish off Love. Love in a bad position right now. May not be able to get away from him. Here comes the jump over the fence there, and I'm not sure what Eximpi's doing, but it doesn't matter. Westside's got his back with the Cordite. He's going to go for the defuse. 9 seconds left on the board, and that is 2-1. Arsenal Gaming finally taking the lead. Let's take a look here. I was looking for something, I'm actually trying to look for a resource of all the new guns that came out, so that way I can call them out properly by their names. I have not found that as of yet. So Clake with the DLQ-3, Eximpi with the new sub, and so now Skell got a full team for Phantom Bobs, and they're going to get the plant that they're looking for. Love's going to get that plant, and it is officially confirmed plant. Eximpi able to get that first shot, taking down Love. That's going to be a big hit. So now it's going to be 2v2. Taking down Glass is going to be possibly the final straw. So as long as they can stick together, and it is. Eximpi with the double kill, finishing off Jetty after hearing those shots from the behind. Actually able to come back around the corner, finish him off. And there's the defuse. 22 seconds left on the clock, and it is now 3-1 Arsenal Gaming. So good shots there on that last game. Able to actually try and weed them out. Eximpi doing a fantastic job of dropping them as fast as possible and trying to put the points on the board for his team. Here comes the early shots. Clake with a quick snipe there. Was able to finish off Glass quick. There's the double kill from Jetty, and Eximpi finishing them off, putting the fourth game on the board for Arsenal Gaming. It's now officially 4-1, and the swapping of the sides has occurred. So now it is going to be Arsenal Gaming with the bomb advantage. Still looking for something. Not able to get that one. Westside looking for a chance at that bomb plant. Didn't find it. And now Love is in a bad position trying to hold out for the rest of their team. so far not able to pull that off, though. Trying to take a look here. The M4 not holding out for Love right now. So Eximpi trying to push in as fast as possible, knowing that they're going to have to go against Jetty once again. Jetty, the last player standing. Looking for the next kill. Could it be Westside? It is. Cuts him in half with that thing. Doesn't see Eximpi yet. Now they do. Sees Eximpi. Looking for the opportunity to get the shot. Not going to find it. Eximpi's now hoping to hold that bomb as long as possible. And that is it for them. It's going to be 5-1. One more game and it is going to be over. Boom! Blows up right in his face. I think he actually thought he might have still had time on the board. He tried to pick it up and it completely blew his soul through his face. So now we're going to have a chance at the final straw, being Arsenal Gaming, hoping that they can get that game 3 on Raid. Appreciate the follows, Mr. Mike. Oh, appreciate it, Deathleys. So the MP5, that I'm gonna just call it the MP5 because that is what that gun is. I thought that's what it was. I just didn't want to call it that. I mean, even MP5s are being used strongly in COD League, so I'm assuming that's probably why it's being included finally. So you're looking at 2 MP5s being played right now. Eximpi and Jetty continuing to use them to the best of their abilities. Jetty's still at 8 kills right now. Eximpi right behind with 7. Eximpi sees Jetty there, did not go for the shot. Eximpi once again running by players. I'm not sure what is going on with Eximpi, but Eximpi has ran by on 3 different occasions so far on stream, just ran by the other player. And that time they were literally running side by side. And we're not getting any different view than they are. So good shots there, and needs to get behind it, behind the bomb casing itself. Alright, might have a chance to actually get the bomb plant. Is going to get confirmed. Now Eximpi could just try and put some distance between him and that. And so now he sees Glass from the distance. The problem is Glass has the range on him with the Rust. Now the MP5 does have some range on it, but I don't think he has enough attachments on it to get it, but he does. Finds it, and that's 6-1. We're going to Raid. Good comeback there for Arsenal Gaming. Able to put a 5-game difference in between the two of them. It was 6-1, a complete turnaround from what we saw in firing range. I'm not sure what they said in the halftime, in the halftime in the locker room, but regardless of that, it was completely turned on that time. Eximpi went wild. It is 6-1, 6 points on the board for Arsenal Gaming. Eximpi finished it off as MVP with 10 kills. Right behind him, Westside with 5 and Click with 3. Both players not able to put as many kills on the board as Eximpi on that one. Click actually trying to find these shots that he has not been able to get in front of him this entire night, but I think that he's going to find those on Raid. So now moving into the bottom here, we've got 1 point on the board this time, a complete opposite once again of what we saw last game. Phantom Bob's only able to put 1 game on the board here on Standoff. That's Jetty ending off the game as the MVP with 9 kills. Love actually with 0. Glass with 3. So Love actually not able to put any points on the board at all the entire game. That did not help their situation whatsoever. Hopefully they can put some kind of points on the board this next game. If not, then Arsenal Gaming is looking at a good opportunity at a comeback. So once again, we are moving to Raid. It's going to be still Search and Destroy, of course, but we are going to Raid to determine the tiebreaker, best of 3. What's up, Radio? How's the other team doing? EU. Alright, so they're actually falling out of it. I'm wondering if that is because they're going to go for that pink, or they're having bronze with the pink, so it's their chance to go for the host now. I don't know anything about not getting a sub or anything, because you should have the ability to do a sub in there, because I've had my sub button on there for a good minute. Let me take a look at mine. Yeah, I see the subscription button and everything. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so I didn't get a chance to see it the last second there. Let me take a look. And we have no subs once again. Main Mike is not making an appearance in this game. So they're going to stick with who they got with Arsenal Gaming and with Phantom Bob. They also did not go for anything. So it's going to be Clake, Westside, and Eximpi going up against, once again, Glass, Love, and Jetty. This time they have swapped once again. So on the red, in the red on the right side of your screen, you have Arsenal Gaming. On the left, in the blue, you have Phantom Bob. So the first bomb carry is going to be Arsenal Gaming, and they are pushing towards Statue as of right now. And it looks like they might have the first gunfight is going to be with Glass. Glass looking for some shots, doesn't find it, gets completely triple teamed. Did not stand a chance on that one. Going to go for the early bomb plant, and is going to drop this time limit from 106 to 44 seconds. So 44 seconds left on the clock. And now you have got the rest of Phantom Bob pushing in from kitchen to try and find a spot actually outside a garage to try and get inside by this statue here. Looking for those shots with the MP5, not finding it so far. Looking for somebody, actually walked right by him, but I think he just did that to try and throw them off their game there. Westside actually about to get 2v1. Didn't need it. Jetty finished him off with the MP5. Here comes the easy defuse here, and it is going to be once again 1 point starting off for Phantom Bob's on raid. Alright, here we go. Clake looking for some early shots, not finding them here on Statue, hoping they can get the second floor shots here. So far, no dice on this one. Glass strafing that window. Not going to give Clake the opportunity to actually get that quick snipe and finish him off so early, but he does. Clake finds him on the other side and was able to take him out of the equation completely. So it's going to be 3v2, Love and Jetty. He catches Westside slipping, but Clake gets the 1-for-1 swap and is going to finish him. Clake with the triple kill for the entire game. Finished off every player on that team and has tied the game up 1-1. Way to go, Clake. That's what we were talking about. Now he's got more range. Now he's got more visibility. And we're going to see Clake be more of a dominant force here on raid. Yeah, another reason why we're probably getting lower viewers is just because of the fact that both COD League is going and there's also a PUBG, some kind of PUBG live event. I'm not real sure. But Eximpi finishing off Love early. Eximpi getting the double kill there on Glass, leaving one player left, and that is going to be Jetty. Jetty with the MP5 gets completely overwhelmed, and that is going to be a triple kill for Eximpi. So last game, putting the first game on the board, triple kill for Clake with the sniper rifle, DOQ-33. And so now Eximpi with the Cordite finishes off a 3-piece also. So now let's see if Westside can do the same to try and complete the hat trick here. Alright, here we go, pushing in. Not gonna find it, Clay. Gets one with Love. Another with Glass for Eximpi, and it's gonna be all, or excuse me, for Jetty. And so now it's gonna be up to Glass to try and do something here. Glass does have the DOQ-33, looking for the quick snipe, not finding it, and is now on the run from Westside. Got the bomb planted. And here we go, Westside waiting on him. He walks right into Westside. I think he thought Westside maybe went a different way to try and cut him off. He didn't actually wait on him, which Westside did what he needed to do based off the fact that his team had already planted. So he could hold off that one position to make sure he doesn't come that way. If he did, then he could disengage and try and come back to him to help out. So good plays there by Westside and good plays there, or good strategy there by Arsenal Gaming. So you've got two Russes here for Phantom Bob along with the MP5 from Jetty. Westside and Eximpi both deciding to go with the Cordites and Clake with the DLQ. So good shot there by Westside, getting a double kill now. And it's going to be up to Jetty with the MP5 to get something here. He's got to do something. He's not going to be able to. That's 4-1, a dominating lead for Arsenal Gaming. And here we go with Game 6 of the final game between Arsenal Gaming and Phantom Bob. Right now, Arsenal actually in the lead by 3. It is 4-1, only 2 games from sending Phantom Bob home after Phantom Bob had such a dominating lead in Game 1 on firing range. It's almost like they weren't either playing or maybe they're just not really good at firing range. I'm not sure. Trying to take some shots here, looking for Clake. Clake trying to get these DLQ shots. Westside able to put the first one down as Glass. That's going to be a big hit right there. Hasn't been able to do much this game, but that's because he's been taken down pretty early in every game, which was huge because in the last couple of games, Glass has been a very dominating player. So taking him out of the team completely is actually helping them out a ton. Jetty pushing in with the MP5 and the bomb carry. Had a chance to go for the bomb plant. Wasn't going to find it. Now looking for it again. Here we go. Who's coming down that hill right there? I think it looks like it's going to be Clake. Looking for these shots in from the top area there. But Exempy actually also thinking about pushing in. It looks like from a distance though. West side inside kitchen. Good shot there by Exempy. Gets Love trying to pull a drop shot up on him. Did not find it. Now West side and Clake pushing in to try and double team. Trying to double team Jetty here. Here it comes, and there it is. So now Exempy's going to go for the defuse. This is going to make a 5-1 lead right now. A huge lead for Arsenal Gaming. A lot like we saw last game. If they can finish this next game off, it will be the exact same score as last time. It'll be 6-1. So let's see if they can get this 6th game right here to try and finish this off. Continue on into the brackets into round 3. What's up, Prag? So looking for these shots here with the DLQ, not finding anything as of yet. It's looking like Love has the bomb carry, deciding whether or not they want to push for the B plant. And I think they're going to be better off with the A plant. It seems like they have figured that out by now. So now Jetty pushing out backside and top stairway from basketball court. Glass actually pushing a little bit forward, finding Clake, sneaking around backside to see if they can actually get him. And so he takes down Clake. That's going to be a huge hit for them, dropping their DLQ player. So now Westside coming in with the ASM-10. Excuse me. Now Exempy trying to decide what he wants to do with that cordite. He has a chance of taking down Jetty. He can do it, but he's got that MP5. He can't let him get too close. And he gets him. Good shot there by Exempy with the 1-for-1 swap. So now it's going to be 1v1. Make that a double kill for Exempy. Exempy looking for Love. Grenade toss. Still have not seen a reload here. Is he going to be able to drop him? He's got a chance. He's not going to do it. I'm not sure what just happened. He swapped out. He would not reload that gun. You have got to reload. So it is now 2-5. They still have plenty of time. They still got plenty of game to play. But I think that was a huge mistake there and could have been easily prevented. Alright, so looking for the long-range shot there. Sorry, I was checking a ping. Somebody had hit me up in EGC, I guess. A player. But Exempy actually trying to push forward to find this spot. They're going to get the bomb plant, letting them know that they're on basketball court. And here they come. Arsenal Gaming making their push in. Let's take a look here. So you've got Exempy and Westside both in courtyard right now, trying to decide how they want to. They've got to team up together here. You've got an ASM-10, you've got a cordite, you've got a DLQ. You've got 3 extremely good guns. Glass getting that 1-for-1 swap there on Clake. And so that's going to make this back to a 2v2. So now Love has the head glitch. It's going to be so hard to actually get that shot. Glass with a great rush and does not allow empty anything. Glass with the double shot, taking down Westside, doing some good protection for his teammate, and giving Phantom Bob a chance to actually come back here. It is 3-5, only 2 games down right now. We have got to figure I was saying we as in talking. Arsenal Gaming has got to figure something out here. If they do not, then they could take a chance of losing this and completely getting knocked out of this event. So good smoke there, trying to protect himself with the small amount of time he needs to actually take it through kitchen and try and come up the backside here. So here we go. Is Ximpy's going to find him waiting on him basically on that game. So now Ximpy, Clake, and Westside, all three sitting in one spot basically waiting and begging them to go for a plant so that way they can decide how they want to attack this. I really think that sometimes this is the best way to go about it, especially in this situation where they're getting caught off guard so much. Maybe they're getting a little too headstrong, maybe they're getting a little too aggro. They need to just kind of regroup, stick together, wait for them to go for the plant. That's going to knock it to 44 seconds. And so now they can push together. They can coordinate with smoke grenades. They can coordinate with frags. He sees Jetty in there. He's going to try and hold him off. If he can hold him off in there, Ximpy will be able to keep Jetty out of the fight completely. But Jetty geniusly running straight through kitchen and actually came back out on the other side to try and get a shot in on Ximpy. Did not find it though. Ximpy with the cordite shot at the long range. He's about to get double teamed and Ximpy drops him after the 1-for-1 swap. Bomb defused, and that is the game. Arsenal Gaming has defeated Phantom Bobs in Game 3 on Raid with a 6-3 victory. Fantastic games there by Arsenal. I'm not sure what happened in Game 1 on Firing Range when they lost 6-1, but regardless of that, they came back and won 6-1 on Standoff and now 6-3 here on Raid. So good games on both sides. Ximpy finishing that game off with 12 kills as the MVP with that cordite he was using. Completely blowing those kills out of the water for the rest of his team. Westside with 6, Clake with 4 with the DLQ 3-3. Able to start that game off pretty strong, but towards the end was not able to get it into combat to a point where he could use it. Now 3 points on the board there for Phantom Bobs. Love this time not finishing the game off with 0 kills, actually able to come back as the MVP with 6 kills. Glass with 3 kills and Jetty with 2. Hard loss there for Phantom Bobs, but they will be moving on and going home early. And then moving on in the brackets will be Arsenal Gaming. Congratulations, Arsenal Gaming. Let me see what I can do by getting us our next game. What's up, Blue? What's up, Randy? Prag? Welcome to the stream. I'm getting us our next game. This will be round 3 of the game that we're about to actually watch. Alright. Hey, Randy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by for the EGC 3v3 event. I hope you were able to check out the Vigilante pregame show where I actually did an interview with Drewcifer of the new Tragik Esports, excuse me. Trying to find us the next game that might not have already started, but it looks like most of them already have. Ooh, here we go. Nope, that was 20 minutes ago. And this one is over. So just remember, if you are a part of Committed versus Ultra, then your game is actually at the top of the Discord right now. It rotated to the top because they ran out of room down at the bottom, so the bot will automatically create it and it will put it in at the top of the bracket, or at the top of the Discord. Ximpy, what's up, man? Good games. GG's. Fantastic job. Alright, so let's actually check out. It looks like Sleepy versus Pick Us Up is about to get started right now. Actually, we've already watched them. Let me see who's playing Uncommitted. You got Ruby, Unreal, and Darkstar actually playing against Noob Squad, Carnage, Resi, and Atlas. Let's... Okay. If you are not that fast, then... Guys gotta be quicker than that. Let's see if I'm gonna get the invite. Who's gonna get me first? Alright, he says he invited me. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's pop up here, and once again, we're about to get ready to watch Pick Us Up, who we watched in Game 1 play Tragik and upset Tragik completely with a 2-0 victory, and that is the B guy, Iconic, and Blast. So now let's take a look here. Okay, not sure what that was about. But anyways, they're getting ready to play against Sleepy. Sleepy having a roster for... Let's take a look at Sleepy's roster. Zaina. Zaina Blue took shots and Drari. Deathly's, why? I'm not really sure what just happened with Deathly's. Deathly's, why are you in here, buddy? Yeah, you can't. You're not gonna. You can't. Deathly's, you can't spectate this game, buddy. You're not staff. I need you to get out of there. I thought you were on this team or something, and I'm looking up here and I'm like, he's not on the team. So. Alright, so now we're getting ready to get the first game started for Sleepy versus Pick Us Up. So once again, we got to see Pick Us Up in the first game of the night on round 1, actually defeated Tragik. So now we're going to see what they can do up against a team like Sleepy. Alright, so now trying to take long shots here from Wood, trying to put him down, not able to find him. So now might be a back alley brawl here, but B did not see him. He is getting shot here. He may be able to use that ASM-10 to get the long range on him. So here comes Iconic, though. Iconic going to get dropped, too. So now it's going to be 3v1. Comes in, down goes one. B guy able to actually put a little bit of pain on their team. Not going to find Zaina, though. Zaina puts him down, puts the first game on the board for Team Sleepy. Thank you for the follows tonight. We actually just broke 180 tonight, so trying to get to that 200 mark. Trying as hard as possible. It looks like we might actually be able to get that 200 mark possibly by Tuesday. So hopefully we can do something like that. Good shots there by Iconic, finishing off the first shot with the Rust there, trying to put him down. Blast with the next shot with the ASM-10, taking down Blue. So now it's going to be Zaina versus the entire team. Zaina able to take down one, but not able to take him on in the 2v1. And there's going to be 1 point on the board for Pick Us Up. All right, here we go with the first couple of grenade volleys. Iconic with the bomb. Sorry, with the bomb carry. Trying to get some shots out of here on Wood. Right now, they're just kind of reestablishing where they're at and where the rest of the team's going to be so they can figure out which way they want to go for the plant. So as of right now, they're just basically sitting in wood to try and decide which way they want to go with it, whether or not there's a whole section of the team on the other side. Iconic actually trying to push forward, now deciding to back up after one of his teammates gets shot. The B guy gets taken down early, and so that not able to hold it out there. So now Blast trying to make it on his own, not able to, and down he goes for the second game on the board for Team Sleepy. So it is now 2-1. They're actually sitting there trying to use the new HBR, but not able to get anything off of it. Deciding to go away from it once again. So you've got Iconic with the Rust. You've got Blast with the ASM-10. You've got B-Guy with the Type 25. Drari with the Rust. Zayna with the Rust. And I think that Blue Took actually has the HBR, trying it out now with that last game. Good shot there with the HBR. Takes down Iconic. Looking for the next shot there on Blast. Blast has the opportunity to actually get a kill here. Wasn't able to find it due to the fact that he was actually going for the... trying to get him through the reload. Blast was able to take down Zayna, but Blue takes him down for the long range, and in a 2v1 battle is officially 3-1, Team Sleepy in the lead. I have the donate is Deathly's the donates in the description at the bottom of the stream. That's the donate link. If any of you guys want the donate link, it's right at the bottom of the stream, in the info. But I'll copy and put it in the. Able to put another game on the board. That is 4-1 right now. Bomb's gonna swap. All right, there you go. I put the link for donations in the bottom of the comments. So now I'm going to take a chance here with Zayna. Blue took shots, and Drari actually in a commanding lead right now by 3. It is 4-1 for Team Sleepy, and looking like they are probably best choice to actually follow through with firing range right now, forcing the game into standoff. Blast going to make this last push to try and get the kill there. Does, but not before the rest of his team completely cuts him in half, and it is now 5-1. Not really sure what he was getting out of that. Especially not in the fact that they were actually planting on that. So they were planting. He knew the time was actually going to get extended. It was going to go to 44 seconds. He could have... that's a lot of game to actually decide what you want to do, but I guess he thought he was alone. Wrong he was. So there's the first kill. Dre takes first blood on Blast. That's going to be a huge loss there for pick us up. So now the bomb will be planted. It is confirmed. Drari comes in for a complete shutdown from Iconic. And so now back to 2v2. Iconic hurt down to 60%. But may actually be able to take down that first shot on Blue. He sees Blue. He might be able to get the 2v1. He does, so he's at least able to get the 1-for-1 swap. So now it's going to be Zayna versus Iconic. Russ versus Russ. Moving back to actually pick up that. Now he sees him. Can he get the long-range shot? Zayna with a great slide shot, getting him out of the completely out of harm's way on that one. Iconic's going to find him, put him down. He does have the time. Iconic is going to get a chance to put a second game on the board. And there it is. Still 5-2 Sleepy. 1 game from losing and 4 games from being able to make a comeback. Whichever one is going to come first, we will see. All right, here we go with the next game. This is game 8 on firing range. Iconic pushing up topside of Garage, trying to hold down that entire section. Let's take a look at the mini-map. So you've got the entire team for Team Sleepy actually very much split up on this, trying to look for the first couple of kills. Blue able to get the 1-for-1 swap after Zayna goes down. Double kill there for Blue, taking down the B guy. And now it's going to be Iconic versus Drari. Drari not able to find it. Iconic drops him with no problem. That's going to make this a 3-5 game. Looking like they could possibly go for the comeback here for Pick Us Up. If they continue playing at this rate, if they continue playing with this kind of communication and ability, then they may have a chance at actually continuing to put points on the board until they can take firing range. They need 3 more points. They need 2 more points to make him sweat completely. Seeing his teammates there, nobody pushing right now. It looks like they're getting ready to actually make a push here to try and take the center alleyway. Drari with the next shot. Good shot there by Drari. Able to take him down. Drari finishes him off with the revolver, getting that double kill, and that is 6-3. Team Sleepy does take it, and they are going to go to standoff with a win on firing range. GG's. Yes, we are in the quarterfinals. And once again, this is Team Sleepy versus Team Pick Us Up, the same team that we saw in round 1. So 6 points on the board for Team Sleepy after Drari takes on 9 kills, as the MVP. Blue took on the 8 kills. Zayna took on 6. Iconic has 7 kills, Blast 5, and the B guy with a shocking only 2 kills with the Type 25, putting 3 points on the board for their team. Not able to make a comeback, a valiant effort. They did make 2 good games back-to-back. Really made you think they could possibly do this, but Team Sleepy brought it out and realized that they could. All they had to do was finish that last game and make it a 6-3 victory. So GG's on them. And so now we're getting ready to go to the next game, which will be on standoff. All right, I will be right back.
Destroy the objective. They have the bomb. Frag out! Need backup. I'm down! I'm down! Need backup! Nice work. Get ready for the next round. Destroy the objective. The enemy has the bomb. Frag out! Down. Need backup. I'm down. I'm down. Last man
Need
standing.
backup.
Finish it. Nice work. Get ready for the next round. Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
Contact with enemy.
You were the last one. Complete the mission. You've lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Appreciate that, Milky.
Defend the objective.
I do that from time to time. I had to cut it off so you didn't have to hear my door. So, good shots there on that last one. Getting the 1v1 on Iconic. I thought they were actually, what I was saying before you could hear me, was I was really surprised at how widespread they were actually putting their teammates. But it worked out well for them that time. I don't agree, though, whenever you split these teams up on a game like a 2v2 or a 3v3 event is splitting your teams up so drastically in distance. It makes it so hard to actually do this. Now, in this certain case, it's different because they're going to actually try and go for the pinch. They're going to try and force him on one side or the other, and that is going to work every time. Good shot there by Drewcifer from the bottom side, and is able to get the third victory. It is 3-1 Team Sleepy. Once again, thanks, Mookie. First grenade volley from Zayna. Blue still using the HBR right now. Zayna Drewcifer with the tag team Russ is going on right now. And the entire team for... Oh, Blast with a good shot there. The entire team running Russ's right now. And it's going to be HBR versus Russ right now. And down goes the HBR. Blast gets that kill. Puts a second game on the board for Team Pick Me Up. Pick Us Up, excuse me. Alright, so here we go. I don't know what's going on with COD and why it's kind of like it was in beta where every time you click on something it goes straight back into first person mode. It's driving me a little crazy. Alright, so Zayna actually leading the way into back alleyway with the bomb carry, leaving their teammates completely in the dust. Not going to give them a chance, but it's going to work out for them on that one. Blast goes down. That's going to be a big loss for them, but he's going to meet Iconic at the stairway. Iconic's going to finish it off. Can Iconic get away? He's not. And so now it's going to be up to the B guy. The B guy has got to hold it out here for Team Pick Us Up, going up against Drewcifer and Blue. So you got Blue with the HBR. You've got Drewcifer with the Russ. Going to catch Blue off completely. No, he's not. Blue fills his stomach up with bullets with the HBR. Is going to make this a 4-2 game. Everybody real quiet in the chat right now. I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to walk away with this event? Who do you think is going to walk away with just this game? You've got Raid, you've got Game 3. Both teams have actually made a push to try and win this right now. Good shots there by B, not able to finish it off. Blue with the HBR getting another kill with that thing. HBR right now showing out in this event, but it's not going to matter. Drewcifer with the double kill finishes it off and brings Team Sleepy to a 5th victory, and it is 5-2 right now. They are one game away from pushing on into the semifinals. Trying to get him down. He goes. 1-for-1 swap there for Blast. Zayna with another. And so it's going to be 2v1. Iconic going to have to make something happen here. Has done it before, but can he do it again? He's on the run big time. Might have a chance at getting Drewcifer here. Get stuck on the sofa. That's not going to be a good. That is not going to be good. He's in a complete merry-go-round right now. He actually might have been able to do something if he dropped down right here. Might be able to get it. He's on the run again from Drewcifer. He's in a bad position again. Get out of there. Get to that back window. Good disengagement from Iconic. I cannot believe he escaped that. So may not be for long. This is basically a simple chase of cat or a game of cat and mouse here, and these cats are ruthless right now. They're after him. Iconic, being the mouse, is in complete terror, and so now they're going to play the smart move, lay the trap for the mouse, and Zayna's going to plant this bomb. See if Iconic takes the bait, pushes forward to take on Drewcifer. Not sure why Drewcifer is just trying his best to actually win in a 1v1. Why not wait and see if he actually has to go for the bomb? You've planted it. You know what you're supposed to do. So now just make him come and try and play the game, and you'll be able to take him out from that point in a 2v1. But right now they're completely separated. He jumped over Drewcifer, I think it was. Down there goes Drewcifer. And see, that's what I mean by they're completely separated. They might still be able to make it happen. They do, and Zayna puts a 6th victory on the board. So good games by that. Team Sleepy will move on in the tournament bracket after a 6-2 victory against the Team Pick Us Up. Was able to finally finish them off in the Game 3. Let's take a look at the after-action review. And the MVP, after putting 6 points on the board for their team with Team Sleepy, you have Drewcifer with 12 kills as the MVP. You have Blue, who was rocking that new HBR, with 5 kills, and Zayna with the Russ for another 5 kills. 2 kills on the board for team pick us up. You've got Iconic as the MVP with only 6 kills, down to Blast with 5, and once again a surprisingly low the B guy with only 1 kill, not able to hold out as much as the rest of his team. So now they will have to go home, and in the quarterfinals now you have Team Sleepy moving forward into the semifinals. Congratulations, and let's see if we can't get this next one going. What's up, B guy? It's all good. We have those. We have those days. We have those days. All right, so let's get our next game. This will be the semifinals. Let's take a look and see if they started yet. That one's definitely started. That one's done. Let's take a look at the top. Nope, the top. So no more matches were actually put into the top. So you won't have to worry about your matches getting lost up top. But what they are going to have to figure out is, let me push those guys forward. Okay, so they already got Team Sleepy. Alright, so Committed and Noob Squad still in mid-game, getting ready to move on to the semifinals. Once again, this is a 5-round event, so the 5th round being the finals. You've got Committed and Noob Squad playing. You have got DOS playing against Arsenal Gaming. Getting ready. Whoever wins there will move on to the semifinals to play against Team Baby, who we've seen multiple times playing events. Let's see if it's the same lineup as it usually is. That lineup being, yes it is, Heist, Silo, Ken, and the little smiley face guy. It's just they didn't put his name, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. So anyways, that's the games that we're waiting for right now. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Alright, so basically all we're doing right now is waiting for a semifinal match. All the quarterfinals so far are being played right now. They're in mid-game. I've asked to actually get in the Arsenal Gaming game during the next games to try and see if we can't actually get in there for standoff, whether or not they get it to it or not. I'm not sure if they're still on firing range or not. The last communication they had was at 9:16, which was about 14 minutes ago, so they might. It'll be a strong one. I mean, they're probably on standoff by now. Alright, so Committed and Noob Squad are playing right now. And we have finally hit a point to where, which happens every once in a while, where all the games are literally in mid-game, and we don't have a choice but to only wait and try and get this next game. So, do me a favor, guys, hold off for a little bit. You know, stay on the stream for me. Sit tight. We'll have a game probably in the next 5 minutes. So just give me a minute. Let me see if I can't get somebody put together. You know what? Let's just sit tight and let's talk. Let's chit chat. So you guys tell me a little bit about who you think is going to actually win this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back here. I'm going to go into display. And we're going to go over the brackets. So let's take a look at the brackets. As you can see, I want to see what you guys think of who's going to walk away with this event. I want to get you guys involved. So as you can see here, you've got Sleepy versus Pick Us Up. That's who we just got through. So Sleepy has moved forward into the semifinals. So this is the semifinals, round 4. That's what you want to look for. Straight down is semifinals. So Committed Noob Squad are playing right now. They will move on to play Sleepy. Then you have DOS versus Arsenal Gaming, which is the one I've asked to try and get into midway. Whether or not we'll be able to and them not actually already be done, I don't know yet. Let's just stay here actually just in case. So whoever wins between that one will go on to play Team Baby in the semifinals. So that will be the 2 matches for the semifinals. Sleepy versus Committed or Noob Squad, and Team Baby versus DOS or Arsenal Gaming. One of those 2. So I actually would like to try and get another Arsenal Gaming one. So I'm hoping especially to go up against a team like Team Baby. That will be a really good game right there. I'm going to say that would probably be the best game out of the last couple. Would probably be Arsenal Gaming versus Team Baby with Heist and Silo. I forgot to change that. Alright. So that's what we're looking at right now in terms of what we're expecting for the semifinals. Who's going to be playing, who's not going to be playing, kind of thing. Or who could possibly be knocked out, who could possibly not be knocked out. So what do we got here? B says, alright, appreciate the follow, B. Arsenal's got this. I hear you. Alright, B, what are you saying? Are you clapping because you agree that Arsenal's got this? By the way, Arsenal just finished that off. GG's for that one. Arsenal Gaming just defeated DOS, and we'll be moving on into the semifinals. Let me go ahead and move that one over. Alright, so we're about to have the next game. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to hop out of here. We're going to get ready to watch Arsenal Gaming take on Team Baby. Still want to know what you guys think. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so I'll be there next week. I'm going to make it at some point. Yes, they are all the way. Alright, so we got 6 people in here. Let's take a look at it and let's see who's going to win this. Who are we calling? Arsenal Gaming or Team Baby? Now, don't forget, Team Baby is Heist, Kuji, Silo, and Seraph. Very, very good team going up against another good team, Arsenal Gaming, Westside, Exempy, Clake, and Main Mike. The question is, are they going to use Main Mike? That's what I want to know. We have not seen Main Mike get used yet, and is still not on the list to be used. So I'm not sure why Main Mike's not being used. Main Mike's on the sub list. He may not be able to play tonight. Who knows? Alright, so Milky's going to go with Team Baby. So we do have a Team Baby fan, but we have a lot of AR fans. I hear you. Heist is very good. Heist is a very good player. Let me actually, speaking of, let me see if I can just go ahead and add Heist myself. There's Silo. I don't even see Heist online. Well, there we go. Do I even have Heist added? I do. Just didn't see him. That is a cool new picture. Like that new skin is pretty sweet looking. Why isn't Skill playing for Team Baby? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Normally Skill is there, but I guess Silo's taking over for tonight. And Seraph's already there, so you've got Heist and Seraph. They just added Silo for the triple threat. Alright, so let's tell everybody. Letting them know what the stream link was. No, skills is last time I checked. I thought skills though was different than skills, because skills is playing for tempo. If that's the same skills that you're talking about, because skills was playing for Tempo Storm. Just type it in for Twitter. That's it. Just one sec. I already got in trouble because I don't look at this main screen enough, even though I've got to do all my social media. So first game is going to go to Arsenal Gaming once again. In the blue on the left-hand side of your screen, you have Clake, Westside, and Exippy playing for Arsenal Gaming. On the right, you have Team Baby, Heist, in the red, Heist, Seraph, and Silo. Alright, so I had to tweet that and get that out of the way. Clake looking for that pistol kill for the first one. Heist says no sir. Takes him out with the M4. Now pushing forward as Silo with the HBR. So we get another person with that HBR actually taking on the back alleyway. It's going to be wide open right now. Westside and Exippy both running those new MP5s. Love seeing the MP5 in this right now. MP5, if you don't already know, MP5 runs rampant in COD League right now in actual console pros. The MP5 and the M4 are the two most used weapons for our primary weapons in COD League right now, even though I am a huge fan of the new Fennec that was actually added this season. I love that gun. It is a beast. It is the closest thing. Good shot there by Westside, anticipating the drop shot from Heist and putting him down quickly, giving a second game on the board for Arsenal Gaming. But as I was saying, it is a shout out basically to the saga of Blackout 4, but that's all I'll say about it. It's fantastic. The Fennec. Fennec, I believe. Alright, so looking for the first trophy system. Good toss there. Expecting the shots in. Good shot by Seraph getting that first shot in. Able to get it with the ASM-10. Heist with the M4. And Silo with the new HBK. Silo going to go for that bomb plant. It's going to get the bomb plant confirmed. And now looking for the next kill. Able to get a couple of shots in, but not able to finish it off. Seraph does, though, against Exippy with the MP5. Clake now, the only one left, does have the DLQ, but has to go up against two, not one, but two Team Baby members. Get that grenade toss. Trying to get the timing. Good throw there. Able to put Seraph down almost to death. Hoping he can get a shot in here on Heist. Good shot there. Puts down Seraph. He's hurt badly, though. He's down to 14 seconds. You've got time. You've got time. Go for that shot, but there it goes. A good grenade sacrifice there and finishes him off, putting a point on the board finally for Team Baby. It is 2-1 right now. Arsenal Gaming still in the lead. Ooh. Dallas just completely sweeps Seattle Surge 3-0 in COD League. Gross. Oh, God, sorry. I did it again. I'm still trying to get used to having all these different screens. B's just the screen! I'm sorry. All right, so able to get those. Was able to put 2-1 on the board. Good shots here from Seraph. Able to put down Clay quickly with that headshot now. It's going to be up the west side with the Cordite to try and figure out how he wants to play this. Still rocking Seraph. Does have it. Seraph gets another shot with the DOQ and ties this game up 2-2 now. Team Baby trying to take command of this game. Let's take a look at our loadouts that we've got. Clay with the DLQ west side with a Cordite, Eximpi MP5, Heist with the M4, Seraph with the DLQ. No, we'll take that back. Cordite and Silo with the new HPK. So the HPK is showing up in the events right now along with the MP5. I myself am probably going to swap out and try out the MP5 now if I can get my hands on it. I wasn't able to get my hands on a Pharaoh. Not fast enough to my liking. But right now it's still down to 2v1. Heist does have the bomb. He did not go for the A plant, which he probably could have got. But he does not know that. How would he know? Alright, he's not seeing anybody. You need to go for that bomb plant. You have got 50 seconds left. And they are trying to decide where he's at. Now they're playing this smart because they're going to stay down there and force him to make the play. They're going to force him to choose where he wants to do this at. And then they're going to go up there and they're going to 2v1 him, or at least attempt it. So the question is, what's Heist going to do? Is Heist going to plant or what? Heist is nervous. I don't know if he even wants to play the objective, if he wants to go for kills, but he needs to go for this plant so that way he can force them to come over here. He's going to be one nervous dude. Watch him jump up and just basically run. Yep. Takes off. He's real nervous. He's fidgety. He's trying to decide where they're at. Here comes the shots. He's able to get some long-range shots. He's able to get one. Not able to do it. West side gets him shot through the wall. 25 seconds left, and there's going to be plenty of time. It's going to make this a 3-2 game, and Arsenal Gaming is back in control. I mean, I could make hotkeys. I have the stream manager too that I downloaded, or whatever you call it, the stream deck. I mean, it's basic. It's not anything different than a click of the mouse because I keep it on this side of one of my screens. I just forget to do it because I'm not used to having those fancier other overlays. So using them properly and then forgetting to actually change them back. All right, so good grenade volley by West Side, trying to get one over there on A side. Not going to get anything out of it this time, though. Seraph protecting. Let's take a look at Silo. Silo with the new HBK sees them in. Is he going to be able to get him? Where is he at? Is he inside garage? Okay, he's upstairs. Okay, I was like, I could have swore he was on the other side of that bat. All right, so he's going to see Silo. He's going to take him down, no problem. Except he's going to get that by taking down Silo's the one-for-one swap. Clay goes down right in front of him. So now it's going to be Heist and Seraph looking for Eximpi. Seraph with the ASM-10, Heist with the M4. Trophy system out. Eximpi has a chance to go for another bomb plant. You need to do so. And he's going to get that bomb plant. Here we go. He's going to have the bomb plant. He's got the MP5. He needs to either... I don't know. You've got the MP5. You don't have the range that you kind of need to hold down A. So you see where they're coming from. You kind of probably need to get into the trailer and try and duke this out. He's in a bad position. Down he goes. Seraph gets him with the ASM-10 like it's nothing. Drops him. Here comes the defuse. They're going to tie this game back up 3-3 on here on firing range. Get the grenade toss. Kills himself on that last one. Welcome back, Blue. Alright, here we go with Game 7 here on firing range. Trophy system laid here on back alley. Trying to swap the first person. It's not letting me. I'm going to swap someone else. Alright, so down they go. Eximpi and Clay with back-to-back shots there. So now Eximpi looking for the next one with the MP5. Seraph the only one left. Seraph rocking the ASM-10. Looking for Clay. Clay not able to get the DLQ shot fast enough before Seraph put some serious damage on him. Eximpi waiting for him. He's in the perfect position to get that kill with the MP5. He's going to try and drop down from the top. He did drop down from the top, but can he finish it off? No, he ran out of bullets. He wasn't able to reload fast enough. Seraph is still alive, 15%, now making his way back up to 100. So now it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a west side fight here. No! Clake says no, sir. Drops him with the DLQ. Makes that an easy game. 4-3 now. Arsenal Gaming back in control. But for how long? They've been able to keep track of them this entire time, or at least I should say keep pace with them. Alright, we're seeing the push here. The pushing towards B to go for a quick plant. Trophy system out to hold his position back here on the back alley. No, deciding to just go ahead and continue on. They're going to go for the plant here. They are going to get that quick plant like we thought. Eximpi does get it once again, and this time he's got more teammates to back him up. Down goes the doubles. Double kill there for Clake. Finishes off the last one. It's going to make that 5-3 Arsenal. 1 point away from moving on to standoff here in the semifinals. Oh, excuse me. Trophy system down. Ooh, bad grenade throw. Bounces it off the tree. It's going to be completely useless for his teammates, but that one's not going to be. Grenade toss, but it didn't work out. Clake's able to get that quick shot before Eximpi finishes him off. And so down he goes another. Down goes another. Seraph with a double kill finishes him off. It is 4-5. Only one game behind. Seraph is not interested in ending yet. Good shots there on that last one. Clake looking for some quick snipe ability. He sees the first couple of shots, but wasn't able to pull them off yet. It looks like they're all but one made their way to B plant, and now you've got Seraph up here hoping to get some quick shots in. I don't know if anybody ever saw him to come in like that. He kind of was acting like they did see him, but nobody pushed for him. Seraph now trying to decide if they want to push out of and move towards A. It's weird because Westside and them have an entire team alive right now, but they have not gone for a quick plant yet. Arsenal Gaming has got to get these quick plants, and they know that, so it's really surprising to see them play the way they've been playing in the past game. Eximpi goes down. Silo able to connect. So now it's going to be Clake trying to get these sniper shots in. It's going to come up to him. He's got to put down Seraph. Here comes Seraph pushing in fast. It's going to be Seraph here. Seraph is able to take down Clake. Going to get an easy defuse here. Westside still alive. Can Westside get to him fast enough? He's not going to. Good play there and a good distraction by his teammate, giving Seraph enough time to actually get that bomb defused. So good play there by Silo and good defuse there by Seraph. So it's now tied up 5-5. The winner of this game is going to be putting firing range away, moving on to standoff with one win. I did post it, yes. I'll post it again. That stream, that link down there in the chat is the donation one that you guys were asking me for. I run that actually through Streamlabs, so that's how they do their donation links. So good shot. 1, 2, Eximpi and Westside with the two-piece there. Able to get it off, but now Clake down from new HBK, but Silo not well enough alone. Defuse for Arsenal, and Arsenal will take the victory. It is going to be Arsenal Gaming moving on into standoff with a win in their pocket. So it's going to be 1-0 Arsenal Gaming moving on to standoff. What's up, Ali? Or Ali? Who knows which way? Alright, so let's take a look at the attraction review for Arsenal Gaming. So Arsenal Gaming is putting 6 games on the board for their team. Clake finished that off as MVP with the kills of 11. Westside with 7. Eximpi with 7 also. Clake actually running away with those games there at the end there due to the fact of how many double kills he was getting in the beginning with that DLQ. Now, putting 5 games on the board for Team Baby. Silo as the MVP with 7 kills. Seraph with 9, and Heist with only 4. And a surprising 4 at that. Normally we see more out of Heist, but this game we have not. So Clake able to apparently shut them down on this game. Let's see if they can go to standoff. He should be able to do quite close to the same due to the distance of the map. If not, if they're not able to defeat Team Baby, then we will see once again another Game 3 on Raid to decide the winner of who's going to go to the finals. So let's see who's going to be able to take standoff on this one. If AR can, they will move on to the finals, no problem. And I need to take a look and see who actually has won the other matches. Alright, so Committed was able to defeat Noob Squad. They are in the middle of their game right now against Sleepy in the other semifinal match. So the winner of this match and that match will go on to the finals to play each other in round 5. So let's go ahead and get the next game started. What's up, Retro? So we got the next thing started on standoff. If Arsenal Gaming is able to finish this game off, they will be able to move on to the semifinals with no problem and no stress. But if Heist and Silo and Seraph can flip that switch once again, I mean, you saw the last game, you were sitting at it. They won 6-5. They just barely won after an almost complete comeback. Ximpy dropping off the roof like Batman hits that quick snipe on Silo. So now we're looking for the shots. And this is what you're going to see a lot. Clake drops his sniper rifle and gives Ximpy a chance, and Seraph puts him in his place. Puts him back in the semi-pro league, and it's going to be 1-0 now. Get back to the minors, kid. Ximpy, you've got to not let him do something like that. Now, normally Clake is their main sniper. Ximpy's usually the alternate. Now, Ximpy is a fantastic, very talented sniper, but Seraph so far has shown exactly his skill and ability. Westside able to put the first kill off on Heist with the new MP5. Nobody actually checking the back alleyway to make sure nobody comes up behind him, but regardless of that, Ximpy able to get the next shot on Silo, and a 1-for-1 swap after Heist was able to take down Westside. So now it's 2v1, Seraph versus Clake and Ximpy. Ximpy rocking the HBK, and Clake rocking the Cordite, while Seraph has still got that DLQ. What's up, Zayna? Good games tonight. Alright, so there's the bomb. The question is, will Seraph go for the plant or not? I don't think it's going to really matter. I think you might as well just pick up that ASM-10 and start going to work like he just did. So it's going to be up to Clake. They're dropping Ximpy in that last one, so now it's going to be Clake versus Seraph. So far, Clake not able to get a kill. So Seraph might be able to go for a plant on this one. He's got 19 seconds. He needs to do something. Here comes Clake. He's going to actually get the ASM-10. He's going to try and do it, but Clake does have the bomb as the head peak, and that is going to be it for that one. Clake's able to finish him off with the Cordite. It is 1-1 tied up now. Let's take a look at Clake for a game here. Clake actually got that trophy system out ready to go. Good placement of trophy systems. You got 2 now to stop those grenade volleys, but it doesn't stop those nasty sniper shots from Docs over there from Seraph. Silo still rocking the HBK. Ximpy goes down from the HBK, and it's going to be all up to Westside with the MP5. He drops 1 on Silo, so he's still got to worry about Heist's ASM-10, keeping him at a distance already, and Seraph out of nowhere finishing him off. He's not going to stop Seraph. Seraph with a pistol there finishes him off, and that's 2-1 now. So Team Baby is in the lead by 1. Still a lot of game to play. I hear you, Retro. It's a lot to it, man. It's the thing about being a streamer. It's always something. It's always something messing up. Always something doing something wrong. Or just always something taking forever to set up. Westside with the first kill there with the MP5 on Silo. So now it's going to be 2v3 here. Ximpy trying to get these early shots in with the DLQ. Hoping to get Heist out of the way. Sees Heist there trying to get shots off. Not finding it. Heist is actually comes out of hiding. So Clake was able to finish it off with the 1-for-1. And so now it's going to be down to 2v1. Westside does have a chance to actually go get him as long as Clake sits by him, which he is. Seraph now with the MP4 and the bomb has the opportunity now to get a bomb plant, but did not go for it. I think he just doesn't see the point after last game. Ooh, looking for the first shot. Clake with the drop shot there with the cordite. Good shot. And takes down Seraph, tying this game back up 2-2. Like I said, there is still a lot of game to play here. I don't know why. I guess the new season patch forced it to make it to where it used to be, like it used to be with the first-person views. It swaps automatically over to first-person view like every game. Good shot by Seraph, taking down Clake. That's a huge loss for Arsenal Gaming right now, taking their sniper out of it, so that way they have no one to stop it. Eximpi, no, I forgot Eximpi was the sniper of this game, and able to drop Silo. So now it's 2v2, Westside and Eximpi versus Seraph and Heist. Eximpi does have that cordite, but it's not going to matter. Heist drops, and so now it's going to be up to Eximpi by itself. Eximpi does still have the DLQ-33. We have seen him get the quick snipes, but how many can he get? Because he's about to meet one on the other side. They're going to pinch him right now. Down he goes right after getting the Seraph shot. It was a good pinch. Very well done. Good teamwork there. Heist finished him off, making a 3-2 game. Bomb's going to swap over, and it's going to be an Arsenal Gaming plant. Grenade volley trying to make it over to the front side of Granny's house on B. Good toss there. So now they're going to lock it down, go for the quick plant. Westside with the quick plant will confirm. Let's take a look at the outside. So they're going to have Heist is actually sitting out there hoping to get this first kill with the Russ. He's going to run around a little bit, but he's going to see Clake up there on top. Clake does have... Down he goes, not able to stop him. Down he goes, Westside goes. And so now it's going to be up to Eximpi, who is not rocking the DLQ this time. He is rocking the cordite. Looking for the cordite shot, able to at least get one. Could he do it? No! Silo comes out of nowhere, finishes him off. Here comes the defuse. All players for Team Baby still alive. And it is now 4-2 Team Baby. They are 2 games away from forcing this into a game on Raid. Alright, here we go with Game 7. A little bit of sprint. Might be able to make it to the back alleyway. Heist is pushing. He gets there, says he's not going to worry about it. Now he's going to run over. He sees Eximpi up top. He might be able to get the 1-for-1. He does, but now it's only Clake. Clake's all by himself. He does have the DLQ. He may be able to get something, but he is on the run from a distance. And down he goes. Seraph pops his head off, and it is now 5-2. Looking like Team Baby is definitely going to Raid. Can they finish it? Can they close this? They've got to close it. Seraph looking for that shot with 7 kills right now. It's 7-6-5. Seraph, Heist, and Silo in kills. Trying to get that shot in on Clake, not finding it. Down he goes. He's leaving it up once again to Eximpi with the cordite. Eximpi's got to figure out a way to take down Heist. He can do it with the Russ. Eximpi can win that gunfight, but he's going to have to go for the plant. He's going to have to force him into his position. That's a good plant choice. He's got the smoke, but he's pretty far away at that time. He might have a chance to actually go for the 1v1. Man, look at this sensitivity. This sensitivity is rough. Here we go with the 1v1, and down goes Heist. Eximpi holding it out for his team. They're still alive. Arsenal Gaming, 3-5. What's up, Milky? Welcome back. I don't know how much you've missed, but I can tell you that Game 1 between Arsenal and Team Baby went to Arsenal. Team Baby now losing 5-3 on standoff. It was 5-2, and Eximpi just made a clutch win on that last game and able to hold it out for his team. Seraph with the HPK drops down Westside, so now it's a 2v3. 2v2. Eximpi able to do it once again with that cordite. So trying to get that quick snipe on Silo is not working though. DOQ. Man, what is going on with Clay tonight? Clay able to finally get that snipe in, but now he's got to take down Heist, and Heist is charging. Heist in a bad position. He catches him off guard. They're still alive. Arsenal Gaming 4-5. They are one game from tying this up right now. I can't help it. You gotta root for Arsenal right now. They are in a huge comeback right now. If they are able to take this next game, they can tie it up, have a chance of actually moving on in the brackets with a 2-0 victory on Team Baby. They are coming back from a 5-2 deficit right now. Going for the quick plant. Westside already looking for some shots. You've got Eximpi and Westside both running tag team Cordites. Eximpi begging for them to come around the corner. He sees them. Here comes the push. Doesn't do it now. It was a good push from both teams. Heist gets around, able to get his first kill, and is able to completely slide right around Eximpi and take him out. So now Westside looking for a kill on his own. He does get one. There's the 1-for-1 swap, but not before Clay goes down. So now it's going to be 2v1, and that is it. They're going to raid. Good plays by Team Baby. Good plays by Team Baby. Well done. Deathleys, I don't know if you saw, but I did post the link that you were wanting in the chat. So good shots there by Team Baby, making a comeback here, and good plays on Arsenal Gaming trying to make a comeback to stop them and win this 2-0, but they were not able to in the end. It finishes the game out 6-4. Good plays on both sides. Seraph with kills of 9, Heist with 9, Silo with 7. Everybody doing their job. You've got the HBK in use. In the end, you actually had 2 HBKs in use. So good plays on them. 4 on the bottom for Arsenal Gaming. So Eximpi with 8 kills. They actually came back from a 5-2 deficit and making their way up to a 4-5 and then losing 6-4, unfortunately. But Clate with 6, Westside with 4. So Westside's really going to have to step this up this game to try and counteract somebody like Heist. It's going to be up to him to try and stop Heist or Seraph. Silo too, I mean, don't get me wrong, but Clake's got those snipers. Clake cannot miss those sniper rifle shots. He's got to make sure those hit home true and try and finish this out for their team. Arsenal Gaming and Team Baby tied up right now in games, 1-1. So once again, on the left-hand side of your screen in the blue, you have Arsenal Gaming. On the right-hand side in the red, you have Team Baby. And we are 9 seconds out from the third and final game of this semifinal match. Whoever wins this game of Raid, or this game on Raid, is going to walk away, or walk into the final, excuse me. Look for the quick snipes is going to be Clate, not able to get the first couple of shots in, or first blood, I should say. Eximpi sees him up in the window, and Clate does get first blood. He takes him down, and that is going to be their sniper goes down early. Silo looking for some shots in on Eximpi, almost able to take him too, but Eximpi now gaining his health back a little bit. Heist hoping he can get some long-range shots with the Rust, but there's no way he's going to find that right now. So Silo still rocking that HBK, hoping he can get some long-range shots with it. Not able to find him. That statue is so far away right now. Jumping in through the kitchen right now. Pushing forward. Heist actually trying to get his next kill right here. He does not find it. No, Eximpi stops him with it. Now Silo able to get the 1-for-1 swap. It's still Clake and Westside versus Silo by himself. And not before Clake finishes him off. Good teamwork there and a good pinch. It almost went in Silo's direction. If Clake wouldn't have been right there at that position, Silo might have had the opportunity to actually get away, regain some health, and try and take Clake down. So good plays there. What's up, Seraph? I know it's delayed, but I appreciate you at least putting it on a screen so that way you can show some love and some viewership. So now Eximpi and Clake actually holding down this back area of statue, trying to see where they decide to go for the plant. Here comes the early plant, and it's going to be a quick plant, what I like to see. So Silo does plant here on basketball court, excuse me. There's the grenade. He's going to definitely let him know where he's at. Heist already taken down the first couple of kills on Ximpy. Down goes another Clake with a double kill. And so now Heist looking for the third. Can he make the hat trick? He's got to go after Westside. He's a little nervous right now, but they've got 17 seconds left. He has plenty of time. There's plenty of time for Westside to actually get the defuse here. You know he's going to cut through that house. And he's trying to get away from the grenade, and it's not going to be enough. Way to go, Heist. Once again, Heist with that suicidal grenade trick he has done twice in tonight's event so far and has been very successful with it. So it is now tied up 1-1. All right, so here we go, looking for some early shots. Not so far going to get very close here. I mean, they're on each on completely opposite sides, but Clake looking for that long range shot. Anything's close to Clake with the way he can shoot with that DLQ, taking down Silo early. He needs to get Seraph out of the way. Seraph with that HBK, and then he's also got to worry about Heist with that Russ. And we've got a confirmed bomb plant here. So now Clake, Ximpy, Westside for Arsenal Gaming all have to decide how they want to go about this to get this defused. So far, it's going to be even easier now. They only have to worry about Seraph. No, they don't. Ximpy with a double kill finishes off with the Cordite and going ahead and taking his chances with the defuse. Good play here. Going to give him a 2-1. And Clake looking to finish it off with that grenade, but he chose to put it back. 2-1 for Arsenal Gaming so far in the lead. The score is right now tied up 1-1. They are on raid. It is 2-1 Arsenal Gaming right now. It's 1-1 in games, or maps. So firing range was won by Arsenal Gaming. Standoff was won by Team Baby, and now here's game 3 on raid 2-1. Going for the quick plant. Silo's gonna get a confirmed bomb plant on this one. It's gonna force Westside, Clake, and Ximpy to react. Let's see if Clake can get another early shot in so that way he can get first blood. Looking for it, not finding it so far. Ximpy trying to push in. Alright, here we go. Clake looking for the next shot. Here comes Ximpy pushing in. Westside gets first blood. Ximpy goes down from Seraph. So now Westside looking for the HBK wielding Seraph. Seraph gets him right in the back after a double kill, and then is going to tie this game up 2-2. It's basically looking like it has been. No, this is best of 3. The 5v5 is the only event that runs best of 5s in the semifinals and finals. Which, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, is on Wednesday. 5v5 Fight Night Invitational Series restarts starting this week. And we will start with week 1 of qualifiers. And we will now officially be introducing Domination into the series. I will probably create some kind of advertisement for it, or some kind of like letting everybody know things, so that way you guys can share it and let everybody know that you're going to be playing in it. Looking for those long range shots, not seeing them right now. Clake looking for the first shot. He wasn't able to get it. Now Heist is on the hunt. Heist wants him. No, Heist has decided to stay. He's going to see if he can antagonize him to actually come in. Seraph goes down early, and here comes the shot from Silo. Not going to be enough. Ximpy and Westside coming in with the 2-piece. They're going to get a defuse here of 7 seconds. It's going to be 5 left on the board, and it is officially in command. Arsenal Gaming 3-2. All right, here we go. Clake looking for another one. Good shot there. Clake with the double kill, gets a headshot and able to take Seraph out in the same shot. What a play. Eximpi backs him up and is going to make that a 4-2 game. Clake with the clutch shot there. That could have been, that shot right there could have been what put them over the top for this game. That could put Arsenal in a position to win. In games like this where they're back and forth, and you could get that 4-2, if you can get that one extra one up, that might be just as much as you need to fight off the moral standpoint of the team. All right, Westside with the bomb carry on this one. Let's take a look at the loadouts that we have. Seraph and Team Baby. Seraph with the HBK, Silo with the HBK, Heist with the Cordite. And they are pushing forward now and able to take out Clake and Westside back-to-back to make this a 3-4 game. Let's take a look at the loadout for Arsenal. Arsenal with double Cordites between Eximpi and Westside. Clake, of course, with the DLQ. Seeing nothing pop out there. Let's take a look at the mini-map. You already know they're on the other side of the map, expecting for a plant here. Eximpi needs to hurry up and get in there and plant like they have been doing lately. They've got to get in there and get these quick plants done. All right, here we go. We got a plant, and they are officially on the move. So now Seraph looking for that HBK kill, not finding it so far, and Clake's going to shut him down. Heist able to back him up with the 1-for-1, and is going to give him a chance for an easy defuse here. Tying this game up. Way to go, Team Baby. Once again, tying it up after a 2-game loss. So now it is 4-4. What a game so far. Neither team giving either one any leeway here. Now remember, this is Arsenal Gaming, the same Arsenal Gaming that defeated Tribe this week. So now having trouble with Team Baby, which is not anybody to scoff at. You're talking Seraph, you're talking Silo, Heist. And Skills sometimes plays with them. There it goes, and they have officially taken command. It is 5-4 Team Baby, 1 game from sending Arsenal home. Arsenal is 2 games behind right now. They have got to hurry up. Hey, quick question. What is your stream delay? My stream delay is 30 seconds. It might be 20 seconds. I'm not sure. Off the top of my head. I usually do 30 seconds. Either one, really. Either one is fine. 20 to 30 seconds is just fine. Since you're doing BR, you might want to go for the 30 seconds just because of how much game has to be played. Down they go, Silo and Heist with the first couple of shots in. So that's going to leave Clake by himself. It's going to be Clake versus Seraph and Heist. He's down at the bar. It's not looking good, and it looks like this is going to be a Team Baby win right here. 6-4, Team Baby goes into the finals. Way to go. Now they have put out Arsenal Gaming in a 2-1 series. You got it, Retro. Yeah, 30, 35, whatever you want to do. Make it your own. All right, so putting 6 games on the board for their team. Heist finishing the game off with a big 10 kills. Right behind him was Silo with 8. Seraph with, this time, only with 3. Now coming out with some very clutch moves on that last part. But now 4 points on the board for Arsenal Gaming. Eximpi with MVP of 6 kills, Clake of 7, and Westside of 7. So that game came down to a lot of gunfights. They did not win. They did not win near as many gunfights as they should have. There was a lot of delay in going for a bomb plant instead of going directly for that plant and trying to get it done quickly as possible. There was delays in those. There was just a lot of mistakes made on both sides, but majority this time Arsenal Gaming just was not able to cut it going up against Team Baby. Team Baby has officially won 6-4 and will be moving on to the finals. Need at least 2 minutes. What does that mean? Let's take a look at the brackets. It is officially round 5. Team Baby has made it to the finals, and we are waiting for the win between Sleepy and Committed. I want to take a look at Discord. Alright, so it looks like Committed has submitted their win. Alright, so they were able to put in their wins. Committed has won. We'll move on to the finals. It is going to be Committed versus Team Baby. Yeah, Arsenal Gaming lost. Yep. We just got through streaming it. Arsenal Gaming just lost to Team Baby in Game 3 on Raid. In a, I want to say it was 6-4. No, I wouldn't make it impossible to talk in chat. It's just you'll get used to the delay in the chat. If you have to do a 2-minute delay because it's BR, you'll get used to it. Alright, so Committed versus Baby. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Moving up. So now we have got Darkstar, Yuna, and Unreal getting ready to play against Team Baby's Heist, Silo, and Seraph. The only person that they actually have not put in yet is Kuji. So we have not seen Kuji play yet at all tonight. It's all been Seraph, Silo, and Heist, which so far they've done well enough to get themselves to the finals. So once again, this is the finals. This is the end of the 3v3 event. So it is going to be Team Baby going up against Team Committed. It is going to be Unreal, Yuna, and Darkstar going up against Heist, Silo, and Seraph. So yeah, it was a rough match. I'll give them that smooth. It was a good attempt. They tried. They fought hard. They tried to make a comeback in the second game on standoff. I thought they were going to actually make that comeback. They got it all the way from 5-2 to 4-5, and then they were able to take it 6-4. So that was a rough match, and then it was pretty much back and forth until they got to the fourth win for Team Baby, and then it just kind of went off from there. What's up, C-Trey? You think so? You think Team Baby's going to have an easy dub on Team Committed? Now, I know Darkstar and Yuna. I know the players. I don't recognize the name, of course, with Committed, but that's fine. I'm trying to swap over to first person. Here we go. Alright, pushing down from back alleyway onto B. It looks like they have a clear shot to B. Now Silo with the new HBK looking for the long range shots. Able to put a little damage on Yuna. Yuna actually doubled back. Surprised Silo didn't see Yuna on that one, and they didn't go for the grenade. There's the grenade toss for the car. And Heist able to put down Unreal with the new HBK. Darkstar, Yuna only one that goes down on that one. Now Darkstar the only one left. Seraph comes out of there with the revolver, putting the first game on the board for Team Baby. It is 1-0 here on firing range. I'm trying to go first. There we go. Silo now with the bomb carry. Able to drop one from Heist with the HPK. Yuna waiting on them. Was able to take them down, but not before Heist gets them with the second. So that's a double kill there for Heist. And it is going to be Darkstar versus Heist. Now, in general practice, just general 1v1, I think Heist has got the win here. You've got an ASM 10 going up against the new HBR. And I'm not sure yet on the full stats of the HBR whether or not it can take down the ASM 10. I kind of feel like it probably could, depending on your aim. We're about to find out, and just like that, with the ASM 10, ties this game up 1-1. Oh, I didn't realize I said HBK. My bad. All right, pushing in back alleyway. Full court press from Heist and the crew. Trying to get that long range shot. Takes him down. Unreal and Darkstar able to get back-to-back shots there. Now Heist the only one left. HBR not going to be enough for that one. Darkstar gets him and now is going to take command of this game 2-1. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm about to fall asleep. So, yeah, it's either KN44 or ASM10. I've been up since 5. So, but thanks for pointing it out. So, Heist able to pick up that last bomb drop. Gonna freaking clear out right now. Yuna only one left and not gonna be enough. Might be able to take down Seraph. Does. Now it's gonna be Silo and Heist. Silo looking for the chance. All they gotta do is hold him off. And Yuna with another shot. Holy cow, with the new HBR going off so far. Yeah, I'm usually not tired on stream, but I'm pretty tired today. I had this little barbecue competition cooking, and I had to get up really early, and I'm tired. I'm tired. Trying to get a good point here. Able to get over a little bit over that wall there, trying to get the shot in on the doorway of the trailer. We're about to have the next fight here. Darkstar was able to get the next shot on Seraph, putting him down, so now it's going to be down to 2v2. Silo and Heist. Heist with the Russ, Silo with the HBR. I said HBK the first time. It's funny. Heartbreak Kid. HBR. Heist with the Russ is able to take down Darkstar with the mid-range shot there on the backhead. And so now it's going to be taking back control. Team Baby 3-2. So once again, on the right in the red, you have Team Baby. On the left of your screen in the blue, you have Team Committed. So Mike was busy with something. All right, so that's what we were wondering. Like, we were all wondering the whole time, where's Mike? Why is Mike not making his way into this right now? He's put down as a sub. It could be a really good choice. At least give somebody a break here. Man, why am I not in first person? Like, every single time it's not. Seraph jumps down like a superhero, but it's not going to be enough to get away from Darkstar with the DLQ, and then it's going to tie this game up 3-3. Miscommunication. I got you. I mean, it happens, man. It happens. I hate it had to happen when it did. I'm trying to go first person. It's not letting me do it. There we go. I just have to swap over to another person when that happens. Alright, so down to 3v2 now. Silent make that 3v1. Not able to get the 1-for-1. Darkstar going off right now with that DOQ 3-3. It is absolutely ridiculous with that DOQ 3-3. Heist looking for some shots in with the Russ. Very dangerous with the Rust is Heist. Now they're going to get a bomb plant, though, so he's going to have to worry about the entire team protecting it. Heist still trying to push in. 25 seconds left on the clock. Unreal tries to get him, And Darkstar gets him with the DL cube and the long range shot, putting a 4th game on the board, taking command of this game on firing range. Yuna now looking for shots inside of the window on wood. Trophy system stint beside her. Trying to get the shots in. Down they go. Not able to get the strafe on that window on wood. Seraph now pushing in to protect Silo. Or to at least help Silo out with the new HBR. Trying to get a shot in. Meet Darkstar on the other side. And you might be able to help out with that DOQ3-3. There it is. So now it's going to be up to Unreal with the Cordite to try and get it. Not going to get it from that long of a distance. Good shot there, tying this game back up 4-4. And I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again just because we're towards the end here. If you guys like COD League, or if you're interested in Call of Duty esports, COD League's Minnesota's home series is going on this weekend. If you download the Call of Duty companion app and link it to your PlayStation, then you will actually be able to watch. Well, you can watch COD League through the app regardless, but if you hook up your PlayStation account to it, you'll actually be able to receive gifts for the hours that you've watched. So like every 10 to 30 minutes, they're actually giving away things like Atlanta Phase emblem for your gun, Atlanta Phase spray, Chicago Huntsman emblems, double XP, weapon XP, all that stuff's getting given away this weekend. Tomorrow is the final day of it, by the way, so it's really good stuff to watch if you want to see what Call of Duty mobile esports might look like in the future. Seraph and Heist still alive, 2v2 right now. Heist actually goes down. Yuna now not looking forward, and Yuna's able to get backed up there by Unreal, and that is going to be 6-4 and game, and we are going to standoff now after a victory from Team Committed. So good shots there by Team Committed. Darkstar finishing off the game as the MVP, putting 6 points on the board for their team. It's going to be with 9 kills as the MVP. Unreal with 5, Yuna with 8. So doing pretty good at keeping each other balanced and making sure nobody's getting carried in this one. Now if you move down to the bottom, you've got Team Baby putting 4 points on the board. Heist with 8 as the MVP. 7 by Silo. Seraph at 4. Not bad. Still about the same when it comes to keeping everybody pretty well balanced. It just came down to that one. It really came down to gunfights, and Darkstar actually picking them off one after the other with the DLQ helped out a lot in the beginning matches. But they have got to go into this next game on standoff winning these gunfights, or at least they're going to have to try and outthink them, or just plan on winning these gunfights, because they're not winning their gunfights so far, and because of that it is showing, and that is why they just won 6-4. So let's get ready to go to standoff. Here we go. This is game 2. So far, it is 1-0 Team Committed over Team Baby. If they can win here on standoff, then they will have won the finals and will move on to the next event whenever that happens. Or excuse me, not happens. Why did we leave? It must be something wrong. They must have put in the wrong, who knows, put in the wrong time maybe. Nobody's saying anything. I'm not sure what happened. Round win limit 6, round time limit 90 seconds. Search and destroy on standoff. Alright, here we go. Must have been something they forgot. Alright, once again, on standoff right here. This could be the end of the finals if Team Committed can commit to this next game and finish them out completely. They're going to have to stop Team Baby. A very, very good team overall. Have been in plenty of events to try and defend each other, but down goes one. Yuna and Unreal able to put down the next 2. And so now it's going to be up to Seraph by himself with the DLQ, seeing if he can do something against Unreal's Cordite. Ooh, takes down Yuta fast. It's going to be Seraph versus Unreal. Unreal on the hunt right now. Very far distance, not a place you want to be. Truly not a place you want to be at that far of a distance and trying. He needs to bridge that gap and come after him with that Cordite. Did he see him that time? He did not see him. Neither player has seen each other so far. 30 seconds remaining. Where is... Okay, so he does have the bomb down. He goes. Seraph is able to get it, and there's a game 1 for Seraph. Good play there. Team Baby on the board. What's up, Heist? Stick to your game, buddy. You got this. You got a delay. Seraph able to get the first kill of the game. First blood goes to him. And there's the next one by Eunice. Going to tie that back up. 2-2. Heist and Seraph. Now Seraph last game going off with that DLQ. Oh, good shot on another one. Now it's going to be Yuna versus Heist. Yuna able to get Seraph on that last one. Good 1-for-1 swap, and is going to have to take on Heist in this next one, and does from a distance. Good shots there, tying this up 1-1. Alright, so Heist now with the Cordite. Good bomb plant on A, confirmed. And now Unreal trying to push in with his own Cordite, trying to cut him down and try and clear the way to get to that bomb for the defuse. Now he sees Heist behind the tractor, has not been able to line up that shot though. Now Darkstar has someone else sitting actually on the statue. It looks like, doesn't matter. Silo goes down, Heist comes out, and down they go. 24 seconds left, plenty of time for a defuse. They basically chase each other down, trying to beat who can get to the defuse first. And it is officially 2-1 team committed. Now, if they can continue playing just like that with the communication that they obviously had and with the gunfights that they were winning, then they will have no problem finishing this game off on standoff. Let's take a look here. Silo looks like he's going to try and go for the early bomb plant. Maybe. Maybe not. Yes, here we go. We're going to get the bomb plant. And here comes the chase. It's going to be Yuna trying to get the next kill. Down goes Seraph. Silo able to get the 1-for-1 swap and make this 2v2. Still a good shot regardless of the fact. And now it's going to be down to 1. And once again, it's going to be Unreal. Able to get Heist, and that's going to be it. It's going to be 3-1 now. Team committed, 2 games up. Five seconds out from game 5. It is 3-1, 2-game deficit here for Team Baby. They just have not been able to win these gunfights. In the end, it comes down to Heist being the last person. Usually 1v2s. In the last couple, it's been 1v1s, and he has not been able to defeat neither Unreal nor the Yuna. Yuna keeping out of distance, and Unreal basically just going 1v1 with the Cordite. Now, no one running, or Silo goes down next from Unreal. They have not been able to go DLQ again. I was expecting Darkstar to go DLQ at some point. Now we're going to have Unreal throwing grenades. He might get 2v1'd. He is going to get 2v1'd. And so now it's going to be up to Yuna to try and finish this off. I don't think it's going to look very good. He's way too close. Had no idea where he was. Seraph gets him with the MP5, making this a 2-3 game. Swapping sides here. It is going to be a team-committed bomb plant. This first person thing is killing me. There we go. Alright, so Unreal gets the first shot. Seraph with the 1-for-1 swap. So now it's going to be Seraph with the MP5. Heist with Cordite. Darkstar and Yuna. Both ARs. Down goes both of them. Double kill from Yuna and making this another 2-game deficit. 4-2. If you're just going to run into Yuna like that, it's going to make it even easier. Went through one clip. Not even a full clip. Took both of them out. Bomb carried by Unreal. Good trophy system to stop the throw over Granny's house. Double Cordites, Heist, and Silo. Looking a little different this time, but Seraph sticking with the DOQ. Now Darkstar takes the DOQ back out. Already down to 1. They lost their gunfights once again. It's going to be down to Seraph trying to take on the whole team. Now Unreal just needs to go ahead and go for this bomb plant, which it looks like they finally are. Seraph looking for the DLQ. Now has a bomb plant location. Now let's see if Darkstar can find him and pluck him. He sees him up in there in the corner. Woo! Good shot by Seraph. Takes him down. And now it's going to be up to Unreal and Yuna to try and defeat him. Getting these quick snipes. He loses track of them. Seraph going to have an easy shot there. Good shot. No problem here for Seraph right now. Seraph looking for the quick snipe. Not going to do it. Yuna does it once again. 5-2. We are one game away from the finals being over here. It could be a new team committed. We have Yuna, Yuna, Darkstar, and Unreal possibly looking at taking the finals here for the 3v3 event. Fantastic shooting so far. Bomb plant on Yuna now. Darkstar with a good grenade toss, trying to clear out A for the best they can. And Darkstar looking for the shot. Can he take out Seraph or Heist? You need Seraph. If they could take out... Or no, Seraph not running the DOQ this time. It might be a little different now. Heist already getting one shot in. Yuna able to get the 1-for-1 swap. Yuna does have the bomb plant, though. So you've got one back alleyway corner. You've got another one basically hay right now. And that's probably going to be Seraph. Here comes Seraph with the HPR. Down he goes, and now it's going to be up to Heist. It is not. 6-2 for Team Committed, and that is game 2-0. Put the big goose egg there on Team Baby. Not able to do it. GG's go to them. Well done, Team Committed. Winning 2-0 on that last series on the finals. So Yuna with the kills of 12 as the MVP. Fantastic. I mean, in 8 games, you put out 12 kills. Fantastic job, Yuna. Multiple times get double kills. Ran into you one time, so it was just no denying that one. And then Unreal was 7. And Darkstar with only 2 this time, but the 2 he did were completely clutch wins right there because he was able to get that last shot in on Seraph to try and clear it out. And then basically when that happened, Heist just stopped and ran the other way to try and make sure he didn't get double teamed. It was just too late. It was not able to get away from it. So good games on both sides. Team Committed, fantastic job, and good games and good win on that one. So congratulations on winning the 3v3 event tonight. That's not the Heist I know. That's not the Heist I know. Alright, so GG's on both sides. Fantastic job for everybody. Don't forget the schedule has changed. I know I've said this to some of you, but not everybody has heard it. So please remember the schedule has changed for the weekly events for EGC. We are now on a 6 days a week schedule. Sundays are no longer going to have events going on. I could go over the schedule one last time real fast for you. Let's see here. Let me do it real fast. Mondays is the new home of Duo BR. It's going to be called Duo BR Monday Night Madness, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Ultimate Sniper Championship will now be hosted on Mondays. Also, Tuesdays, 2v2s. Wednesdays, 5v5 Fight Night Invitational Series. Which, by the way, Domination will be added this week. So the qualifiers week 1 start back over this week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and Domination will be Game 3, and it will be on Summit. Thursdays, we're working on that. We'll get with you. Fridays, looking at 1v1s, team death matches. Maybe moved to Thursdays. We're checking on that. Saturdays is going to stay 3v3s, and it will be the new home of Squad BR League for the new BR League that is already being hosted, so you can actually check out your boy So Retro. You can check out his stream. Retro, you can post, I think you can post your links in here. If not, you guys can find it in the media section on the EGC server. You'll be able to find his, and that's where you're going to find all of the EGC Battle Royale events will be hosted, or excuse me, will be streamed by So Retro. That's So_retro. Alright, appreciate you guys so much. And thank you for everything. Seraph, what's up, man? Good games. Good tries tonight. It was a good games, and that was a good team you lost to. It was really, those guys did really good tonight. So thank you all for watching tonight, and I will see you next time.